Clobberin time!
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Come get some.
It's Clobberin time!
The word is given.
Clobberanimo!
Hey, my friends. I am so sorry about the long delay. If you're still here at all, if you're not, wouldn't blame you, but made it as best I could. Bad weather, bad technical issues all day. And number one is off. So I thought I wanted to be here a lot earlier for you, and I apologize. But Clobberin anyway. And no Voyager tonight. I should get rid of that, right? Let's see. Here I'm threatening you with Voyager. Don't worry, there's no Voyager. Just got the hell. I don't have anything else to put up there. I'll just put the clubhouse up there. We'll pretend it's the clubhouse. So sorry about that, my dear friends. Taking so long. It's good to see you here. I didn't get any names down. I'm just gonna wing it when I shout you all out. Our wonderful first officer number 1, like I said, she is on shore leave. We're gonna have some Trek fun anyway, though. That we are. Let's see what we'll put that up there. Instead of having that that don't have a background, so just put that up there. But it's good to see you all. Good to see you all tonight. Thank you for being here. Like I said, hey, it's never the same without number 1. I love her. We all love her, and but I'm glad she's. Sometimes she has to do certain things, and she got to get out there. Try to tell all the time, hey, you got to do something, do it. So it'll be Saturday to go, JT. It's Saturday night's clubhouse, and I'm sorry I took so long. Like I said, just annoying crap going on. I barely got anything done, but I wanted to do a special. Well, I think it's a special show. You may all not agree, but let's do some show notes and shout outs first before we get everything else started, get everything going. Not much to shout out, just the great Mark D with the Seas channel tomorrow night, Sunday Night Geekery, where we shall geek it up as we always do Sunday nights, ending the week in geek, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be his sidekick as always, and we'll just hang out and just, I don't know, we'll talk about various geekness and a little eatery, of course. And Monday, I'll be hanging with my great buddy J-Man on his channel, doing our usual Legion of Superheroes reviews, reviewing every single Legion story in chronological order from 1958 to 1989 will be our cutoff. And then, of course, it'll be Monday Night March C Comics Talk and the various shows throughout the course of the week, my good friends. So let's see. I'll shout out our great wrenches, and then I'll shout out everyone in the chat. I'll have to back it up. I don't have anything written down, unfortunately, like I usually do on Saturday nights. Eric K, the Bronze Wrencher. What's up, buddy? Vindicator Wrench of the Great White North. The extraordinary Chris Persia. Hope your pappy's doing better, buddy. D. Bud Martin, the Wrench of Iron. Lord Thoth, God of the Wrenches. J-Man, partner in crime on Earth B and fantastic Legionnaire reviewer extraordinaire. Maximum Redstone, our music master. Phantom Outsidery. What's up, buddy? Rascally Wrench. Larry, a Triple Bullwinkle Wrench. Our newest wrench, the great Gwagnar. And, of course, Kirok. He is Kirok. Maddie's daddy and Kal-El, of course. And let me see. Get you all shouted out who's with us in the chat, because I love to do that. We always let you know that you're all special to us, and we appreciate you. Anyone who happens to be lurking out there, or if you're a lurker, we love you. We appreciate you so much. If you are, listening on a download or a rewatch, again, thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Who's here with us tonight? FKH, Tim, what's up, buddy? Cinema Gulp popped in earlier. Cinema Gulp, good to see you. Raymond Feliciano, King Dolphin TV, what's up, buddy? And I think Sandra's out there too. Sandra, good to see you. I've got my chat backed up, so I can't see everything yet. Joe Dog, what's up, Joe Dog? What's up, buddy? So again, so sorry to be late, everybody. It could not be avoided tonight. I just hope the weather holds up. I had enough technical issues and stuff. This was a big one here. This project, I wasn't able to get it all finished until the last second. I had to rush it. Keely Chow, roll that tide, buddy. JT Kirk, Kirok, Adrian James, Hey there, Adrian James. Enigmatic Drop Bear, what's up, buddy? Oh, I'm sorry about you not getting the memo, ED. I put it on the community tab there and announced it, but I didn't know about it to myself until Monday. So I'm so sorry about that you suffered, Voyager, unnecessarily. I owe you. So sorry, my friend. No one should ever have to suffer unnecessary, Voyager. Penny, hello, Penny. Good to see you, Penny. Lemon Pie, hey there. What's up, Lemon Pie? See here, CCC. Bro Goo from my old hometown. It's like a song lyric. It is a song. It is, in fact, a song lyric. Dave C. What's up, Dave Sear? DJ Ronnie G, what's up, man? Hey. Let's see. Yeah. If I was a dumbass, I should have scheduled the thing a bit later than usual. Captain Notfinity and beyond. Parker Luck, what's up? What is up, my friends? Let's see. Hang on. Tyrell 72. It's long time no see. Finally Saturday night off to join you live again. Well, it's good to see you. We missed you big time, and I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I've definitely wondered about you, and I'm glad to see you. Yeah, you were here all the time back then. Simply Steve, what's up, buddy? But Tyrell, as long as you're okay, and just hey, like we understand, people sometimes you can't do something, you end up having to do other things, and we totally get that. But we always go, we can't see. You still, when you hadn't seen someone that you see regularly, you go, oh, I hope they're okay. You can't help but do that. That's human nature. So I'm glad to see that you just checking in and saying hello. It's great to see you. Parker Luck, you're heading to Amsterdam, huh? Whoa. Oh, well, I'm sorry you had to run through, but it's good to see you, though. Good to see you. Hey, Midnight 21. No, my weekend is hectic this week, but in a good way, I guess. Oh, my goodness, the wonderful science officers here. Princess Fiona, good to see you, dear. All right. Let's see. I'm cheered up already. James Caserta, hello there. Welcome. Jilly. You're not Jill. Nobody's late. I'm the only one late because I was very late. Oh man. Let's see. I think I caught up. Okay, well, caught up. All right. Basically. Tonight. Damn it. Where are you? I am going to be counting them down. That's right. We're going to go 79 on down. Now, I guess I don't have to explain to you. Well, you all know. I mean, those of you who know me know that I joke around, but look, opinions are opinions. I have a big mess here. All right, that's more like it. I was making a mess. That was a test thing I had up there, and I was being an idiot. Boy. All right. So where were I? I was testing uploading something from way back when, just to see if it would work, and I think I got it fixed. the great Mark D with a C can tell you, the chief engineer can tell you, I'm garbage. Yeah, a lot of the problems I've had is getting all the cards ready, Jill. And that was an old one from another show. Shit, man. All right. Well, I was finishing getting things ready. You got to clear space on this thing and all that kind of crap. You got to hope you have enough space on StreamYards. They only give you so much room for stuff, for pics and for vids and stuff like that. So it could be a little bit on the annoying side. And my phone was giving me all kind of crap. I like to make the things with my phone because it's so much easier. But they do updates and they change things on your phones and stuff like that. So anyway, so basically, here's the way we do it up in Open Hill. There are 79 episodes of Star Trek, the original series, and that was in the syndication package. And it was in the syndicated package that way because of the Menagerie was always syndicated as 2 episodes. But now, as you know, in DVD sets and Blu-rays and stuff, they've included the cage, and they still have the Menagerie as a 2-parter in a sense. So they call it 80 episodes, but I call it 79 anyway. I just said I'd add the cage, but I also consider the Menagerie a separate entity. So just letting you know why I still keep it at 79 episodes. Not that it matters. That's a silly, irrelevant dribble, but that's just, it's Trek. It's the only thing I'm OCD about is Trek, I guess. Nothing else in my stupid life, that's for sure. And so what I did is I decided it's not enough to do a top 25 anymore. Because when you do a top 25, look, you're all going to think I'm really mean to some of these episodes that are low down on there. When I get started into the high rank stuff that I love, I'm just easy as pie. I'm easy like Sunday morning because I just love original series. I'm very forgiving to a fault. I'm a total pushover when it comes to anyone, when you get to the half of because I think more than half are really good. I don't think, there are some horrible episodes, but there are far more good ones, solid ones, and then great ones. But we all have our biases. So you're going to look at some of them and go, this is basically get ready to see, wow, how was that one so low? How does he hate that one so much? In other words, you go, wow, he likes that. You like that one? Man, what's wrong with you? This is not that good of an episode. That's probably going to happen because that's what opinions are all about. But, and nevertheless, we will see. Because what I would like you all to do, if you will all, you have this is going to take a while, so you have the whole show to do this. If you want, wait until I get to my top 10. And if you would all like to drop your top 10, I mean, we can't have like reviews of them or anything. It'll take forever. Just list them, just the episode titles. You don't have to. But everyone who loves any of the Real Trek series is likely to have a top 10 and whatever. So if you have a top 10, I would love to see yours. But if you would rather keep it top 5, you can just do a top 5. No pressure. And I'll read everybody's top 10 out after I get the whole list done. My whole top 75, my 79 episodes listed. I'll read everyone's top 10 or top 5. That's your call. And don't feel any obligation because it's a spur of the moment thing. But that's what tonight we're just here to have a little bit of fun. And how does it get more fun than talking the original series? I mean, that's you might prefer one of the other series, maybe. If I don't know, I love the original best, but I love some of the other ones. But if you want to, that's what brought us here. So, and I was finishing up some stuff there. Let me take a look back at the chat. Sorry, buddies. Oh, Sean Carter, new member. Yeah, of course. Again, thank you for joining Sean Carter the other day. And we have a Blunt Plunk Reviews. Hello there. Member for 16 months. Member chat. So 16 months of pure chaotic joy. Clobbs, you the man. Oh, well, thank you, buddy. So are you. We could take turns being the man. So let's see here. I'm sorry, I'll let the chat go by me. I can't always watch the chat as much when it's this big. Let's see. See if anybody popped in while I wasn't able to look at the screen. Okay, here we go. SP4H, hello there, Edge of Time. Hey, what's up? All right. Back in the 80s, some markets were including the special Star Trek Memories and syndication package to bring the episode count to 80. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that. All right, well, let's see. I'm just going to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Hey, Neon Knight, I did miss somebody. Okay, so when I get closer to my top 10, this is going to take a while. I'll try to breeze through this or these early ones. I'll go quick. I'm not going to spend hours on each episode, but when we get into the top 20 or something like that, I'm going to, I can't not talk about them, you know. But I promise to try to be fairly quick. So we're going to play a guessing game for our last up, our number 79. Who wants to guess at what the worst, in my opinion, this is opinion stuff. By the way, this is no best list. I don't really care much for a best list. This is a favorites list. This is Clobby's favorites and least favorites. So who can guess what my least favorite episode is? I'll entertain 5 guesses, then I'll just show it. You've got 10 seconds. Sorry, Jill. Sorry, Raymond. Sorry, Max. Sorry, JT. Wow, that's way out there. But so, all right. Who's ready? Okay, some of you got close. You got real close. Oh, RT and Zed's here. Hey, buddy. Thank you so much. He says, hail, sir, Clobberin. Got to work, so just dropping by for a few minutes. Here's my top 5. I'm going to save that for later, then, because we're going to read everybody's at the same time. If you don't mind, RR. But I want to thank you for that super chat. You are too kind, buddy. It's good to see you and have a great time at work. No one's gotten it yet that I can see. Hey there, Turing Machine. Wow, I'm seeing some guesses that are way high on my list. I'm like, wow, you think that'd be my least favorite? Oh my God. I'm seeing this is going to be fun because I'm seeing guesses from some people that are episodes that I really like a lot or love. Oh my goodness, crazy. You guys are going to be laughing at some of my high up episodes. So if I happen to name one really bad that you like, don't feel bad because the chances are I'll be naming one that I love that you think is a stinker. So we'll see. Okay, RRT and Jed, gifted a membership. Zed, thank you so much, RR. I appreciate you. Malachi D. Wildman, hello there. Okay, number 79. Clobby's opinion of the worst Star Trek original series episode of them all. Hail, hail, fire and snow. Friendly angel, this episode blows. Hey, perfect, Johnny. This episode is horrific, unbelievable garbage and from hell, in my opinion. I've ranked it at 79. I rate it a 0, minus, 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 all the minuses that can minus. It's like it exists, but it doesn't exist because it's in minus existence. Mindless, more like. Melvin Belli shows up and leads a bunch of stupid kids to attack the Enterprise because their parents got killed. Oh, Neon, did you guess it? I'm sorry. I must have missed it. It's tough for me to watch the chat. I apologize. We have a winner, Neon. No, you said alternate factor, I thought. You said alternate. Oh, look, I thought you said alt factor. I'm sorry, RR. I did tell you. RR, you may have your chat turned back a little bit, buddy, because I said it about 2 minutes ago. There we go. Yeah, we're not going to do any. We're free from Voyager tonight, Gwag. So, yeah. Oh, before that, okay, good job. I'm sorry I missed these chats. I'm gonna try to watch the chats as much as I can. So, I doubt any one of you have any love for this episode. It's embarrassing. This episode, see, some episodes are bad, but just bad and stupid. You go, ugh, this is embarrassing crap. Scuba Pete, what's up, buddy? So again, I'm going to try to do these baddies fast, so I won't spend too much time on it. You know how crappy this is. And now it's low-hanging fruit at 78 is indeed the alternative crap factor. And I have it at 78 at a rating of 0, minus. It also is non-existence territory. Here's the difference between this and And the Children Shall Lead. And the Children Shall Lead is an idiotic idea from, there's nothing redeeming about it. Nothing, in my opinion. Alternative factor had the spark of an interesting idea that they had nothing to do with. I mean, they had nothing, or they could do nothing with, I should say. It's absolute poppycock. It's just, in this first season, it's so poorly directed, so poorly filmed, shot, and everything else that it's incoherent. But the idea, it was that's kind of interesting about this alternate universe stuff. We end up not only not knowing anything about Lazarus by the end of the episode, they left you with more to worry about than to wonder. Hello, Perfect Johnny. Never saw that one. Well, at your own risk, my friend. At your own risk. Okay. All right. What's that number? 77. I don't know. I can't remember. What is 77? It is, oh boy, the mark of Gideon. Jeez. This here we're back to unbelievably stupid. It's like And the Children Shall Lead. It's an idiotic idea. It's a 0, minus rating. Pleasant Valley Picker, hello there. Welcome. So, yeah, no redeeming qualities. It's got a horse hockey, ridiculous concept of the population scare of the time that was big in the world at that point. It's so stupid. At first, it opens up. You're like, okay, that's interesting. When we find out it's not his Enterprise, or is he on the Enterprise alone? Is the whole crew gone or whatever? It opened up with some tension. We got the lovely Sharon Acker that played the lady. But then we find out that this is a planet where no one can move. Oh, she was a hottie now. Yeah, there's no question about it, Fiona. And again, I want to spend too much time on these really horrible ones. It's more fun to talk about the great ones. Or even the ones that had potential or what have you. But this episode really bit the big one. Number 76. Is there in truth no beauty? I get pushback on this one from some people. This episode is so poorly shot. It's so laughably badly directed. It was some of the most cringy, asinine cornball scenes that I've ever seen in my life. I don't like the concept of the Medusans, all this horse shit about if you look at one, you go insane. I mean, it's not like you're watching The View or anything. Sorry. Yeah, this one's always hated this one episode. It's got cornball. Everything about it's corny crap. And I love Diana Medalla. No question about that. It's just icky. Yucky crap. So, anyway, let's see what number 75 is. Oh, boy. Like some traitor. Scotty gets a hot chick, and that should be enough for us, right? That should be enough. But it's not. Sorry. You've got an incomprehensible plot. I know I'm the dumbass. I get it. But if you ask me what this story is about, as nuts as Lenore, I don't know. Probably not. Probably not, Fiona. She was nutty. But the Lights of Zatar is. Yeah, exactly. J man. Yes, it is 50 minutes too long. Oh God, it's just ugh. Scribe Light, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Yeah, this episode it tried to be atmospheric. It tried to be spooky, I guess, and it was just another embarrassingly badly directed and written episode. All right, on to number 74. Like I said, try not to spend too much. Oh, by the way, this is rating 0 minus. We're still, these episodes are so bad they don't exist. Next up, That Bitch Survives. I'll tell you why this one is so bad. I love Lee Merriweather. Don't get started on Lee Merriweather. It was cool to see Dr. Mbinga. But this one actually, it sucks because the ending reveals a pretty interesting concept. But it was so poorly executed. It was so ham-fisted. It was cornball crap. Again, I hate to keep using that term. It was cringy. It's just yuck. Because it turned out to be a mildly interesting concept at the end of the episode. Let's see. Are the zero minus bad, or does the order matter? I think the order the zero minus. My minuses are just my way of throwing an extra dig at the episode. This zero's fine. They're all zeros, really, but some of them I hate some of them so much because they really belittle Star Trek. Well, we should just say you are nice, Jill. You are very nice. This episode, I mean, and they went warp 14 in this episode. Do you like that? There was actually some okay bits with Scotty, but it's just, it's not enough. So let's go see what number 73 is. There you go. You know it. You love it. You can't live without it. Spock's brain. Brain and brain. What is brain? And no, I don't have the soundbite here because I'm on a different feed thingy. But Spock's brain. It sucks. Look, I know it's funny to watch. I get it. It is funny. Chicks are hot. Chicks are cute. The idea is just, this is Lost in Space stuff right here. Hey, Scuba Pete, thank you. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that for the super chat, man. Thanks. This Clobby, I just ate. You're making me nauseous. Don't worry. We're going to get into some lovely Prime Trek. We're not far off from the good stuff. I'm not going to spend too much time. Thank you, buddy, though. And look, you're going to get to laugh at me. I can already see some of the episodes you guys are mentioning that you hate. You're going to get to laugh at me because I'm going to defend tonight. You will hear me defend one of the most hated episodes of all of Star Trek. That's right. And it'll be a while before we get there, but yeah. But this, yeah. Thank you. Yes, Jill, yes. It's absolute. This is Lost in Space stuff. But I loved Lost in Space. Don't get me wrong, I grew up loving it. It was my favorite thing in life when I was a kid. But it's the Great Vegetable Rebellion of Star Trek, this is. All right, what's next? Fiona says, Box Brain has some redeeming qualities. Forrest Kelly's performance during the surgery is, yeah, it is good. It is good. The idea is just too stupid for me. Just for me. I can't believe they would do something like that. All right. You probably think we're going to stay in the third season for a long time, right? Well, we've already been to the first season once. How about a visit to the second season? Number 72, Cat's Paw. How do I hate Cat's Paw? Let me count the ways. Ugh. I hate it. You like this one, Fiona? Look, by the way, I firmly admit that there are a lot of people that do like this one. It's a Halloween episode. I think Robert Block wrote it or whatever. It's just, Captain Kirk. Oh, man, oh, man. I did like it when he woke up in the dungeon. He looked over at the bones right there. He said, "Bones, Dr. McCoy." Crap. Mazarus, what's up, dude? Sorry about that, Mazarus. I didn't mean to sing at you. Possible. When I was a child, I was fascinated by the idea of the Enterprise pendant. Yeah, well, yeah. Who didn't want one of those? You know. Yeah, I think you take points off for Chekhov's weird monkey's wig. Hey, he's the monkeys. People say he checks off around. All right, so what's number 71? My goodness. What? Oh, I forgot to. I think I forgot 71. Hang on a second. Let me consult my notes. I may have forgot to load 71 like a dumbass, which I am. Let's say miss numbers. Let's see. Oh, where are you? Blue DL, we have an emergency. I will find it, though. I'm going to find it. And I'm going to put it on here because now, give me 1 second. Let me go find my 71. Yeah, because I need my 71. They went too far back. Sorry. I must have just forgot to. Here it is. Let me load it up there. I have to send it to myself. We cannot be missing. Oh, man, we definitely can't be missing this one. I'm a freaking idiot. Damn it. Why me? Why me all the time? Don't answer that question. We all know why me. Because I'm an imbecile. An imbecile. Or something like that. Maybe I just forgot to. Well, let's see here. Maybe I put it in here and just didn't put it back. Let's see. All right, let's see. Where are you, 71, you bastard? Oh, you are. Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, I didn't have to send. I sent it to myself for some reason. That better be it. That's it. Yeah. Oh, you forgot to. You idiot. You dumbass. All right, let me put it back where it goes. Now we'll show it. So sorry, everybody. How inefficient of me. An imbecilic fool. All right, okay. So sorry, everybody. Now I got it. Because we can't. You'll definitely want to see this one. All right. Number 71 is. Oh, by the way, look at Cat's Paws. It's only a 0. It doesn't. At least it exists. There you go. 71 is Stepping out to Eden, yay, brother. I'm going to pop my fingers and jump for joy. Got a clean bill of health from Dr. McCoy. Fuck you, Rick Berman. I want some pizza rolls. So, hey, look, we finally have an episode. As bad as it is, it's only a 1. By the way, the highest an episode can get is 11 plus. Just so you know, but only 1 episode has that. Me and my monkey. What's the deal with Rick's? You mean Rick Berman? If you mean Rick Berman, it's just a silly joke we got going on. Red Letter Media used to review the Star Trek movies, and Mr. Plankett used to say, Buck, Rick Berman. I'm not saying the F word exactly, but he would say the F word and say it because he was pissed at him for some reason. You know what, though? The reason why it's not a 0 is the way to Eden has 1 redeeming quality. Oh, it's a quote. I'm sorry, Fiona. You have to make allowances for an old fool like me. I apologize. See, I'm an imbecile. So thank you. But thanks for my goodness, I didn't have enough pizza rolls. So here's one yeah, I know, Larry Flint. Here's one redeeming quality of this episode. We get the great Charles Napier running around singing. Let's live together and have some fun. I'll do it, but it's got to be done. Wolfie. What's the joke? Okay. Damn, I didn't catch it. You got me, both of me. All right. Okay, so what's the deal with Rick's? Yeah. I didn't know that, but the only one I was familiar with it is because my son used to quote it all the time. He used to say, "Fuck you, Rick Berman." I'm trying not to say the F version, but yeah. Okay. Anyway, this episode sucks. It's stupid. It's got space hippies. I've heard people. I have friends of mine who defend this episode, so don't worry about it. Rob Altus, what's up, buddy? I'm going to be defending an episode I see because you've all mentioned in the chat earlier an episode that you don't like that I'm going to defend the hell out of. So I don't begrudge anyone defending any episode, except for maybe Alternative Factor and The Children Shall Bleed. So other than that, Okay. So number 70 is The Cloudbinders. Now, number 1 and I don't really agree on this one. She kind of likes this episode. Fiona. Episode redeemed by them all dying. Okay, The Cloudbinders, folks. I mostly just think this episode's kind of boring. I don't know about you. I love the lady. I love how people say, well, that's a hot chicken and it must be good. No, hey, man. Whoa. Fiona, you have a tinfoil bikini? Whoa. Nice. Well, Jill likes this one, man. Jill, you're going to have to rank the episodes one day for me. But yeah, I guess I don't know. I like Jeff Corey, but there's some real cornball crap in it. But let's see, Terrell likes it too. Look, again, I'm in the minority on this, and I thought it was kind of silly. And those scenes where they're sitting around with comic balloons over their heads because they're thinking a lot, like that we're hearing Spock's thoughts, and we're kind of like, that's weird stuff, man. Anyway, but I mean, there are worse. Well, obviously, there's plenty of worse ones. Or there are definitely 9 worse ones. Okay, here we go. Number 69, dude. The Empath. All right, defend that one, Smarty Pants. I know there are people that like The Empath. There are interesting things that happen with McCoy and stuff. I guess. I just think this is a meandering, incoherent mess. this is a story that if there's something in there, they told it so badly. I just can't get into it. Never could. And that music that I have a buddy of mine that hates that music so much, that wah, 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 wah music. And I do it. I actually play it to torture him sometimes. And thanks, dude. Yeah, it just gets on my damn nerves, this episode. Yeah, exactly, Rob. The music is terrible. Gets a D minus, or is it a D? A D from Jill. There you go. I need to watch the chat better because I want to see your ratings of all of them, Jill. Princess Fiona, just because you like seeing, I mean, I like seeing that bikini on that chick in that last episode, but doesn't make the episode any good. How dare you be so shallow, my dear? Didn't like that one either, Raymond. I see Raymond didn't like it. Yeah. Hey, look, we're getting to some great stuff, but right now we got to put up with these. So yeah, gets a 1. Next up, number 68. Wink of an eye. What the hell were they doing with this episode? What? This was ridiculous. Hey, Sean Carter. This episode, they didn't really know what they were doing with this one, in my opinion. It was poorly executed. Yeah. I see what you say about that. I see what you say, Jill. All the stuff with yeah. Nate Sanders said Kurt got to kiss a girl. That was that's why it was made. Yeah, well, he got to kiss a lot of girls now. Live fast and die young. Yeah. Yeah, this was yep. I love watching your response to these episodes. I thought it was feeble and silly and not, again, not well done, in my opinion. Only a 1. At least we're out of the, hey, we're out of the zeros. You happy to be out of the zeros? We're out of zero country. Granted, it's close to a 0. It's like, yeah, but since the highest rating anything can get is 11, but plus. All right, number 67. For the episode is hollow, and I have touched the sky. Interesting things, some good character stuff, some 1+, but it's just this again, another cringy episode. You like the math in there, Jill? Listen to you. Yeah. It's just dopey. Yeah, it is. It is a good Quag. I do like the title. I got to admit, and there's some good ideas in it. But I can only give it a 1+. Oh, the alternative factor was number 78, Eric. Yeah, it's second. I got it as second worst. You must have missed that one, buddy. Unless you just ribbing me. Okay, let's leave this nonsense. Let's go for number 66. Milan of Troyes. This could be lower, really. This is an absolute wasteoid for me. Even though we got to see a Klingon D7 cruiser for the first time. Even though this was shown later, this was actually the first time they filmed the cruiser. But with Klingons using ones, no less. Taming of the Shrew. Why? Did we need that? Who needed that? Raise your hand if you thought Star Trek should be. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it could have been done better, I guess. Oh, you're being mauled by a puppy? Oh, puppy. I want a puppy. Raymond gives it a C. Is this your number 1 episode, Fiona? Really? Really? Wow. Are you kidding me? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Considering some of the episodes I'm gonna defend later, but hey, that's cool. So we have some likes for this episode. I got you. Never did it for me. I always thought it was bland and kind of boring, and I didn't like the idea with a. I did not buy into it. I know she had that stuff that affected Kirk that way, but not my bag personally. Yeah, it could have been. I guess it could have been above some other stuff, but we'll see. Let's go to 65. Am I in trouble for this one too? I am Kirok. Hey, look, I gave it a 2 though. We're out of the ones now. Kirok. I have a lot of problems with this. Oh, you won several $100 in a Comic-Con membership in a trivia contest that was that was the winning question, or this was the winning question. Which one? Taming of the Shrew episode, the Lawn of Troyes. Now, JT, I know you're Kirok, but do you really love this episode? Behold, a God who bleeds. Again, mostly boring. TD syndrome and all that stuff. A+ from. Oh yeah, I love Miramani. Yeah, man. Hey, Dave G Sound. There you go. Jill likes it. Gives it a B+. There you go, Jill. JT, dude, get out of here. A+ for Miramani, B- for plot. Jill gives it a B+. One of the favorite Kirk romances because it makes sense for him to fall that hard when he's completely forgotten him. So, it does. Yeah, it works, but yeah, I'm with you. Pleasant Valley liked it as well. Gave it a B, I think. So, and again, that stuff at the end where Spock makes Kirk forget everything. I'm like, what, dude? Are you serious? All right. Number 64. Let that be your last riddler. Free one. Hello there. Welcome. Welcome to Clobberin Times. So, yeah, let that be your last riddle field. This is better on its message than in its execution. Fiona says, yep, the question was, what mixture did McCoy try to cure Kirk of the tears? I hit the buzzer. Oh, okay. And caladium trioxide is an algobarium solution. Wow. I was winning anyway, but wow, that's a great one. Way to go. I've won a few of those types of contests for comics and even a Trek one once back in the 80s, I think. I agree it was questionable, but Kirk does say he wishes he could forget. Like when Star Trek Continues has Spock say that maybe he was out of line doing that. Yes, he was. This episode here, it's famous. It's one of the most famous episodes. I don't mind that it was in your face or hitting you over the head with a baseball bat for its message. It doesn't bother me. It was just poorly shot. There was actually some good, good performances and good, intermixes and stuff. It was poorly shot in that last sequence with them running around on the planet. I get you. They could only had so much of a budget, but I was, not super, super big into it. I didn't think it worked well. It's interesting, but I don't think this was particularly well done, this episode. I thought it was poorly directed, like a lot of the third season episodes. Just me. I'm picky. Number 63. All our yesterdays. And number 1, and I don't agree on this one. I think she likes it. But I'm sorry. I don't, and again, my buddy Not Finity probably doesn't like the time travel crap in this one. I love Mariette Hartley, but why would Spock going into the past on another planet make him revert into barbarism to his old, but to his ancestors. Why? He's time traveled before, and maybe not that far back. The way time travel affects Spock was asinine, in my opinion. It was a dumb idea. Yeah, I just don't like it. I do love Marion Hartley. He bypassed his compressor. But time travel shouldn't expect him like that. I don't understand that there's nothing that, I mean, I like Mr. Atos though. So I thought that was nonsensical. Yeah. I did like the Polaroids, especially when she was hanging out with James Garner. Yeah, I love Marion Hartley. She was on Genesis too. Yeah, indeed, Malachi, indeed. Number 62. All right, I'm in the second season against 3. I know a lot of people like this one. Mr. A to Z. Who missed that one? I don't know who missed. Did somebody miss it? I mean, when I first watched it, I didn't put it together way back in the whatever it was. But eventually. Yeah, here we go again. I love the chick in this one too, guys. But Jesus, the story's. I know the Vietnam allegory and all that stuff. And we have a Mugatu. I know you like that. Nancy Kobach is fantastic. I just don't like the story much. I don't care for it. I mean, I like Dr. Mbinga. He's pretty cool. You're all just voting for Nancy. Nana. Here you're supposed to be mature, intelligent reviewers of Star Trek, and here you are voting for the chick because she's hot. What's wrong with you animals? Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, okay, here we go. Hey, Lisa. What's up, Lisa? All right, number 61. What is 61? Spectre of the Gun. Yeah. In syndication, they always ran this first at the beginning of the season, I think. I mean, season 3, I remember. At least where I was. Is this your number 10, Raymond? It's an interesting concept. I mean, it was actually done fairly well. Well, I just don't really. I don't know. I like it. I don't look. You got to understand when it comes to Star Trek, the original series, as you will soon see, 4 is not a terrible rating for me. It's below the 5 mark because I think and there were some things that I kind of just had some issues. I think its pacing was a little bit of a problem. But when we're getting into the 4s, we're not talking about any hatred here. I like a lot of things in the episode. I think it's pretty well done. In other words, if we were doing the letters like Jill's doing, I'd probably would have given it like a C. Something along those lines, I guess. I'm So 4, my Trek ratings, a little bit different because pretty soon we're going to be up there where everything's getting ridiculously high ratings. So a 4 is not the worst thing in the world. This episode, this is better than any Voyager ep. Says says Fiona. What do you want, an argument? If you want an argument, you can't get one out of me. I've watched this. Well, there are a couple episodes of Voyager I've actually liked, but I'd take this any day. I mean, Hey, Michael Beacom. Driving home alone tonight. Uh-oh. Be careful out there, buddy. Hope you're doing well, man. The Spectre of the Gun, I think it's a very flawed episode in some ways, but not that bad. RRTNZ says, you can add anything you want. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. I'm going to save them for when I review. I mean, when everyone sends theirs in later. When I get to my top 10, I'm going to have everyone send what theirs are. And I will definitely read those. But thank you for the super chat, buddy. You were too kind. Hope you're doing well, man. Pleasant Valley says, Spectre the Gun is his number 10. Okay. Great concept and very well. More Chekhov. More Chekhov. Oh, you like Chekhov, eh? Great interaction between the crew. Okay. No, a lot of people like it. I don't dislike it either. It's not one of my toppers. Anyway, number 60. Make a good time here. Plato's Stepchildren. Another one that's entertaining, I think, is kind of, this has its faults. I know it's legendary for that kiss and all that stuff. The reason, what I love most about this episode is Alexander, played by the great Michael Dunn, one of the underrated actors of all time on television. Some may remember him from his brilliant performance in about, I think, 7, 8, or 9, 10 episodes of the Wild Wild West as the evil villain, Mr. Michelito Loveless. Am I going too fast, Fiona? I'm sorry. I'll slow it down then. You want to back up and go and start over? I can. Whatever do you mean, Fiona? Because no. You know me, you're the science officer. If you give me advice, I'm going to, I'll definitely always look into it and always, go along with it. You rock, Fiona. You the best. So this has some good stuff in it. This episode has a lot of it. It's very entertaining, especially when they turn the tables at the end with that serum and stuff. And some of the dancing is, you can't help but laugh at some of the crazy crap they make them do. Michael Dunn is a standout. So it's a fun episode. Again, it's a 4 for me. And that means I don't dislike it. So that should tell you where I am with the original series. In fact, you won't get much anger from me going forward, really, if you were looking for any. Number 59, The Savage Curtain. All right, The Savage Curtain is, this one is sort of this is a guilty pleasure for me. Because this episode is really kind of stupid. This is one of the dumbest, and I kind of like it. Not love it. I love the guy. I'm giving his name now. The guy playing Lincoln. I think he's great. B from Raymond there on that one, but it's just goofy fun. This one is kind of it's pretty silly. But that's okay. I don't mind it that much. Yeah. Non-accidental version of Arena. There you go. Yeah. Second favorite Uhura moment, says Jill. Well, there you go. But yeah, I'm not poorly disposed towards it or anything, but I can't give it that much of a higher rating because it's not, it's not super serious science fiction or anything. But it's fun because you love the characters, and the guy playing Lincoln's terrific. Number 58, folks. Dagger of the Mind. If this one didn't have some interesting ideas in it, it would be lower. It's only a 4. The first season, that's pretty low. It's probably, it's just very uneven episode. I like James Gregory. It does, explore some interesting concepts of the future, science fiction wise and stuff like that. But overall, I don't rate it very high. I think it was kind of a flaw. I love Dr. Helen Noel now. It's just we're always talking about the chicks. Why wouldn't we, of course? But I don't. Oh, Jill, you like this one, huh? But on balance, I found it to be a relatively unsatisfying episode, as Spock might say. So the dagger of the mind is now. What's his face? Morgan Woodward was cool as Dr. Simon Van Gelder. He would later be in the Mega Glory. Yeah. It's got Batgirl in it. No, Batgirl's in Whom Gods Destroy. Anyway, so next up, number 57 is in fact Whom Gods Destroy. This has Batgirl. You were only one away from it. Here's why this one's low rated for me, because sometimes I'll rate an episode low because it's just kind of fun, but it's not much to it. Sometimes they'll get punished for having a great idea and ruining it. That actor Captain he plays Captain Garth of Izar. Was terrific. He passed away a couple years later. But I like the concept of this fleet's captain and stuff like that. But they dropped the ball. The episode's kind of it's dopey, silly stuff. I mean, at least yeah, it must be a thing with mental institutions. Well, I've never been to one, but I probably belong in one, so I don't know. But it does have Batgirl by wonderful Yvonne Craig. You got to understand something about me and Batgirl. She was my first love as a child, and yes, I was barely 2 or 3 years old when I first saw her. I was maybe something like 3 years old when I first saw her on TV. But I was in love with her. I always loved Batgirl. I always loved Yvonne Craig, and yeah. And she's even though she's still only the second sexiest Green Orion slave girl. I mean, she's not quite Susan Oliver level, but she's great. So, kind of a dopey, fun episode. It's not particularly. Again, and here's another thing. We're at episode 57. You notice I'm not going into too many specifics about these episodes because we have so many to cover. And I want to get the ones I want to talk more about are the better ones, because these. I don't go back and watch these over and over again. I hear you, Fiona. I don't go back and watch like some of these episodes. I'll go watch them every now and then. When we start getting into that rarefied air, the great ones, I've watched them so many times. I have a lot to say about them. So that's why I'm kind of moving a little bit on so we can get to some of the great stuff. Like here's number 56, Assignment Earth. I love Gary Seven, played by Robert Lansing. I would love for this to have been picked up as a series. I love what he kind of did with it later with Quester tapes. I hate the idea of the Enterprise just willy-nilly going back in time to observe crap in a space launch in 1968. Just, hey, we'll just go slingshot around the sun, whatever, because we know we can do it. I can't stand that. Oh, top 10. My goodness. Fiona loves this one. Oh, I'm always fascinated to hear about. That's why I love hearing about people's top 10s. And when they're so different from mine, I like hearing that. Would love to see that series. But I just didn't like the fact that the Enterprise just decided to go back in time willy-nilly like that. It's one thing, and my boy Matt Finity doesn't like it anyway. But it's one thing if it's an accident, at least. Yeah. Terry Garr was cute. Yeah. So you guys are liking it. Don't worry. You'll have revenge. I'm about to start liking some episodes that you're going to think are garbage. Or you're not going to agree with me on. Daniel's Hot Topics. Good to see you. Let's see. Robert Lansing's fantastic, though. And it's still a kind of it's an entertaining episode. It is. It's just you watch it now with all the sadness of knowing you'll never get the series. And then Quester didn't even go through. Number 55. Mud's Women. We're back to a rare visit to the first season of this lowdown. Mud's Women is an episode that really doesn't feel all that Trekish. Roger C. Carmel is terrific, of course. He's very entertaining. The ladies are fun to look at and all that stuff, but it's really all there is, isn't it? I mean, it's just the story is not compelling in any way. This episode is kind of a slog for me. Carmel kind of carries it. There's some cool scenes here and there, but Minimus is here, and yes, they did do a sequel. Daniel's Hot Topics likes that one. There you go. Cool. But Mud's Women, so it's just not one of my faves. I'm supposed to roll my eyes and go, ooh, female cooking again. So let's get past that one, shall we? Number 54. The Man Crap. All right. I give it a look. Remember, everyone, if an episode gets a 4, it's not that bad from considering my rating of Star Trek. Man Trap, I don't care if it's the debut episode that we're forced to run on the network. It's just, it was a good idea for the story. There were good ideas in it, but I don't know. The crap at the end with the monster attacking Kirk. I don't know. It's okay. It's a decent watchable episode with some good stuff in it. If I were a young adult or whatever at the time when that episode aired, I would go, "Wow, that was pretty cool." I would definitely keep watching. Gene Roddenberry his father would not have to apologize to me for watching the episode, as he apologized to many of his neighbors. It's an okay one, but remember, we're at number 54, so we're getting into the territory where, yes. Why did you ship in more salt? Good point, Joe. But it's okay. I don't hate it or anything. Remember, like I said, we're getting into the sweet spot of where if I give something a 4, I don't hate it. If I give something a 5, it's like it's a mid-range. Because you got to understand how fanatical I love the original series. You're about to see firsthand how easy I am on the original series, because we're only to 54. And I'm going to, you'll see. 53. Conscience of the King. Another episode that is mid to me. I like it. I was fascinated by some of the stuff with Caridian, aka Kodos the Executioner, Kirk's past. Oh, the last time we get to see Riley, which is a shame. But not much of a science fiction story. An okay one though. Entertaining, well done. Yeah, I like it. But there's so many episodes that I love so much more. And there's another thing. Remember, there's so many episodes. Where are you going to put all of them? Yeah, Daniel. I was referring to that, Daniel's Hot Topic. Yeah, that's exactly right. Gene Roddenberry said his dad went around apologizing to the neighbors after the Man Trap aired on September 8th, 1966. Crazy, huh? Yeah. Well, that's a shame. But Roddenberry had a good sense of humor about it. He laughed. So, yeah, this episode, Lenore something, no question about it. Drop of the true for old time's sake. So, here we go. On to episode 52. I mean, ranking. I'm about 52. Miri. Another 5er. Some good, definitely a science fiction story, a good concept. The kids are annoying beyond belief. Bonk, but study, or bonk, bad kids. Hamlet points indeed. This sadly the last we'll see of Yeoman Rand, Kim Darby, Michael J. Pollard, the Onlys. Like I said, it's an interesting enough story. Great scene. Highlight of episode for me. McCoy testing the serum out on himself like that. Yeah. Grups. Yeah, a mitter for me, but not, it's okay. There's some Prime Trek in it, for sure. Like I say, we're getting to that area where, there's nothing really horrible. We're all out of anything that I would consider horrible for the most part, I think. Number 51, what are little girls made of? Excellent story idea. I mean, really great story idea. Just kind of some really, really good stuff amongst some padding, story padding for me in terms of the last kind of half of it. But overall, a good, good midder episode. Love the chick, of course. I know because you guys are. I'm going to start naming the chick right away since you guys are all just blurting it out. She was fantastic. Nice to see, Nurse Chapel actually got to do something. Yeah, Fiona should have. Highlight when Kirk sabotages the programming of the android copy of himself. Mind your own business, Miss Spock. I'm sick of your half-breed interference. Do you hear? Mind your own business, Miss Spock. Great stuff. That was fun.
Getting to see Ted Cassidy and the old ones. That is the equation.
So, good one for sure. We're in good territory. Number 50. Friday's Child. We're at a 6. We've crossed the 5 mark, folks. A 6 for me, rated 6. Excuse me. Not Lee Merrill. My wonderful Julie Newmar. Woo-hoo. Just say it. You all want to say it. The wimpiest Klingon ever on Star Trek, or one of them. Not really much of a science fiction story, but it's got some cool stuff. Especially some actually good stuff with Scotty on the bridge of the Enterprise, playing tag with Klingons. Coochie woochie coochie coo. Coochie woochie coochie coo, Captain. But overall, a decent action episode with some fun character moments. Where there's always with these characters, we love them so much. There's always some cool character moments. I'm a doctor, not an escalator. So cool stuff. Always, we're getting into quality stuff here, and better episodes now. Again, they're just my opinion, of course, but number 49. Return to Tomorrow. This episode is kind of a stretcher. It's like, you got these godlike beings. You write something like that, you really don't, what are you going to do with them? What are you going to do with them, really? You can't really follow up on them too much, but it was interesting. Two great standouts in this episode that make it classic Trek. And that is the Kirk speech, one of the great Kirk speeches, and Leonard Nimoy's brilliant performance as Henoch. Who cares about Sargon and Thalassa? When you got Leonard Nimoy hamming it up as a baddie like that, he was fantastic. He makes the episode fun. And again, that speech, out of this world. So here we are. We're getting into some, and of course, Diana Madauer. Gotta love her. We're getting into that territory where the episodes are getting better and better for me, Don't worry, we're about to come up on an episode that some of you hate. I'm in trouble. I can see it now because I saw somebody mention it. Oh boy. Not yet, but All right, 48. The apple falls too far from the tree. High concept stuff, of course. Kirk getting those computers. Just saying. Jill gives it an A. The natives got kind of got on my nerves after a while, but it's a good story. It is a solid, entertaining episode. Nothing particular to complain about this one. Just not one of my super faves either. So, but Jill loves this one. Oh, and Returning Tomorrow gets an A too. Good, cool. Gotcha. I got you, Jill. I can understand it. All right, number 47. I thought it was a force. We have ways of making you talk. No. This one gets complained about a bit. It's really a crazy idea, to be perfectly honest. But they somehow kind of make it work as just kind of an entertaining story that and I'm not so sure that a Federation teacher it was Hutch. Fiona, it was Hutch. David Soul. Yeah. I'm not so sure that a well-respected, Federation professor like John Gill would do such a thing that he did do. That he kind of do. He did, but nevertheless, if you buy into that, it's kind of a fun story. Some people don't like all those Hodgkin's laws of parallel Earths and stuff, but I kind of like them back then. That's kind of one of my favorite things in Trek, or one of them. And it does have a hilarious line when Spock says, okay, Fiona, I didn't know. I can't tell Tone. When he tells when he tells Kirk, indeed, Captain, you should make a convincing Yahtzee. But yeah, you couldn't do this one today, could you? So anyway, for sure. But it's a good episode. I enjoy it. Yeah, I hear you, Jill. Did you see the emojis in StreamYards? Oh, no, that we can't see emojis on StreamYards. No. And I'm not looking at the chat outside because I don't have the way to do it. I have an old computer. Or I mean, not much of a computer. It's not old, but it's anyway. But yeah, you can on StreamYards, you don't get to see the emojis. At least not the YouTube ones. So number 46, Wolf in the Fold, a 6+. Now, okay, I got you, Fiona. I'm just old and senile. Never pay attention to anything I say. I miss things, but yeah, you're absolutely right, though. Yeah, I don't really get to see those. But yeah. Now here's one that number one. I happen to know if I remember. Number one does not like this episode. I thought it was okay. I enjoyed it. It's goofy in some ways, but I think she hated this one. Anyone remember when number one really tore this one up? But I thought it was kind of entertaining. Nothing fantastic or way out there, mind you, but yeah. So it's mid, 6+. And it was an interesting idea. Done way better on Babylon 5. I know it wasn't the same story, but you know what I mean. All right. I don't know how to deal with this next one. This next one I'm going to name when we get to 45 is very controversial, folks. Very controversial because more than a couple of you guessed when I asked you what you think my least favorite was. You named this one, indicating that you hate this one bad enough to be your worst, or one of your worst at least. And yet, I love it. So, Bring the scorn. Bring the mockery. I can take it. I love this episode. Who's ready for Clobby's embarrassment? Who's ready for Clobby's shame? Who's ready for Clobby to embarrass himself before the entire universe by liking an episode that everybody hates? Now, mind you, it's not like it's in my top 10 or 20 or 30 or anything, but it's at 45. And yet some people routinely have it in their last place or in their bottom, their bottom of their barrel. But not me. We're ready? All right. Just remember, I love you all anyway, unconditionally. And I won't take it personally. In fact, I'll laugh. Because I probably deserve it. So here we go. Without further me being an a-hole, number 45 is Turnabout Intruder. Go for it. Let me have it. Clobber the Clobberer. Hey, Rob Altus. Oh, thanks, Rob. At least somebody agrees with me. I don't mind. I mean, I just gave it a 6+. So that's my favorite. But I love this episode. I love it. I've loved it. See, back when I first saw it, I didn't get the memo that everybody hated it. You know how, like you do as a kid, you just watch it. And I thought, okay, switches the body swap. Yeah, I mean, it's yeah. Now you could say it's goofy, sure, but Shatner's performance as a woman, I'm not making fun, not laughing at it either. I mean, he plays this evil, malevolent, crazy woman, and he's great. He does a great job. And the young lady, I always forget her name, who plays Kirk, she does a pretty good job. And Spock's loyalty to Kirk when Spock finds out she's there and standing by her, I think it's a great performance. I love this episode. I mean, so no, I can take it. R doesn't like it. I got you. Raymond's not a big fan of it, but he gives it a C-, a C. Pleasant has it in this box. Hey, look, most people do. I can take it. Max says, was it? What the hell, Mike? I thought you were kidding when you said you had a traumatic brain damage, but when you make a choice like this, oh my God, I don't even. Yeah, no, I did. Well, actually, yeah, I was actually born with Dane Bramage. Well, not born with it, but it did happen to me at a very young age, and I'm not even kidding. Not a joke. It's true. I have severe, extremely terrible learning disabilities. So if that contributes to me liking Turnabout Intruder, I just have to live with it, don't I? But no, not a joke. It's true. I'm telling you my deep, dark secret. But it's a secret I only learned not too long ago, believe it or not, at my age. But anyway. But yeah, I love it. I mean, I think it's really entertaining. I love the stuff I love it when they all decide, Spock knows it's her. He stands by her. Neon Knight does not like it. Yeah, but like I say, you're not alone. Yeah, this is the only thing I hated about the episode is what Jill talks about when they say that when she says your world of starship captains doesn't include women. Now, and he said, no, it doesn't. And you punished and tortured me because of it. That's crap. That was them. The show was trying to, very rightly so. The show was, the right kind of activism at the time. Roddenberry, used the show to, Hey, perfect. No, I'm no comics division. Comics division's a cool dude though. Yeah. But so they shouldn't have done that. I know he was trying to. He was definitely trying to make a statement, against, obviously because of the way women were treated back then. But he did that with number 1 in the pilot, and they wouldn't let him use her. So I understand what he was doing, but no, he should have said the completely opposite. He said, so she had good mental health, so they could have the court martial scene. Yeah, yeah, but maybe she was yeah. So anyway, we got that on my system. I enjoy. I think Shatner was brilliant. I think the lady and what's that lady's name? Damn it. Anyway, the lady who plays Janice Lester is a pretty good villainous turn, and then I mean at the end there, but the whole time she's playing Kirk is pretty cool. And let's go on to our next one. Number 49. I'm 44, sorry. Return of the Archons. You're not of the body. A lot of good stuff in this one. Not one of my super duper faves or anything, but some of that stuff with the festival is a little silly. But other than that, this is a good. This is Sandra Smith. Thank you, Jill. Thank you. You rock, communications officer. You're not of the body. It's the will of Landru. But definitely a competent and a solid episode. Who popped in? Did somebody pop in without me seeing him? I try to say hello to everybody that pops in, but I kind of hope I didn't miss anybody. Sorry, folks. I'm supposed to be watching better than that. Damn it. If I did, hail to whoever popped in. Neon Knight, you said hail comics. Is somebody here that I don't know? Oh, Jill loves it. A-. So there you go, Jill. Cool. Top, it's a good one. It's a good one. Hey, look, we're in my positive range now category. Everything's open. Now we're over the 5 mark, folks. 43. Requiem for Methuselah. One of my, in my opinion, one of the better ones of the 3rd season. It is not perfect. Which one was too creepy there, Fiona? Oh, Return of the Archons? Oh, really? Okay. Gotcha. Oh, Tom Landry. Freaking Fanty. I got you, Fiona. True. Return of the Archons, yeah. You know what's funny about it? When I first started getting after the motion picture came out, because I've told this before, I didn't get to watch much Trek when I was younger until the motion picture came back out and we started getting it in syndication again. And at first they were showing like 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'd get up in the morning and they all Trek always seemed kind of atmospheric because of that. Anyway, Requiem for Methuselah is a good one though. It's it's very entertaining, very sad ending. But I think this is one of the better of the 3rd season. And then Spock's going to make him forget. Yeah. That could, that's a good point there, Jill. This could have definitely inspired some stuff for Data. I agree, Fiona. It is a great science fiction story. So let's see. Number 42, the answer to life, the universe, and everything. The Enterprise incident, still in the 3rd season here, folks. Yeah, you might question them going on an espionage mission. The love story part was lame. I got you. You sound like Raquel on that one. Right, this is the one where he makes Spock. Yeah, he makes him forget at the end. That's right, Neon. I always got those two mixed up, Neon. That's the price I pay for being senile, and that's not a joke. I'm definitely, people always think I'm joking. I always hope I'm joking, but I do feel like I'm going senile with this. So, but I do hope, I hope I'm joking. But yeah, this is entertaining stuff right here. A lot of fun. I love the Romulan commander. Let's get that out of the way right now. Fun stuff with the Vulcan death grip. And just love the scene here when Scotty sees Kirk. Captain Kirk. But you look like you're giving himself Captain, but as long as you're alive. I love it. Very entertaining episode. Not necessarily all that science fiction-y, but the cloaking device thing. I've never really agreed with Starfleet about the cloaking devices. Why shouldn't they have them? Why shouldn't Starfleet have cloaking devices? They would use them correctly. If everyone else has got them, I mean, come on. Anyway, what do I know? Next up, number 41. Operation Annihilate. Oh, I got you, Dion. I hear you, but thank you. Yeah, I mean, Shatner plays 2 roles in this one. This is a fairly good story for me, but with some great Spock bits and character stuff that really send it over the top to make it a very compelling episode, very exciting episode. And yeah, I love it. I mean, we're starting to get into that rarefied air. Not yet, but we're getting there. This is still a good, solid, entertaining episode at a ranking of 7. Number 40. Tomorrow is yesterday. May Captain Notfinity forgive my heathen soul. It's time travel, buddy. But see, it was at least it was an accident. Originally, this episode was supposed to be coupled with a follow-up to the Naked Time, the aftermath of that. They were scripted to be filmed back to back, and it didn't work out that way. So I don't mind time. I'm not big on using time travel, but at least it was an accident in this case. And I really enjoyed this episode quite a bit. Obviously, we get to Captain Christopher. All right, Raymond likes this one. Thank you. Wow, Raymond gives this one A+. Raymond and Bill Sandra likes it a lot too. There you go. Yeah, it's solid stuff. Really entertaining. And then this is one of those episodes that was contradicted later when he says, "But I'm going to send you send you to jail for 200 years." That'll be just about right, says Kirk. Daniel's Hot Topics gives it an A+. There you go. Excellent. So yeah, it's a fun one. Agreed, Fiona. I mean, it should have been some kind of an accident or something like that. Yeah, I just don't. They don't need to. Well, and look, you could say, well, they did it in Trek 4. They did it in Trek 4, and I love Trek 4, but I don't know. They're not time travelers. But a very entertaining episode. Number 39. A lot of people don't like this one. I like the Games of Surprise. I will defend this one to the death. This is it's got some goofy looks to it. It's got goofy looking people in it, I guess. It's got silly fights, but I like the fights. But you cannot deny it's a fascinating concept, and you get some of the coolest Kirk stuff ever in this episode. Plus some really fun interchanges with McCoy and Scotty and Spock on the bridge, looking for him. I mean, I love Shauna. Is your bikini based on? Oh, wow, Fiona. Damn, nice. But I've always loved this episode. Oh, we're getting into the good stuff right here. Yes, Daniel's Hot Topic, and then later though, Roddenberry just decided because also Khan was missing for 200 years in Space Seed, but later Roddenberry just went ahead and made it 300 years in the motion picture. But this is just a fun episode, and one of the coolest Kirk bits ever is first he makes that real cool deal. He negotiates and slick talks the providers, Then he kicks like all kinds of ass in the episode, man. I mean, how do you not love a Kirk episode that, again, with extra bonus stuff like some fun conflict between McCoy and Spock and Scotty on the bridge. So I love it. So that confused me. Kirk acts surprised, but he just did it in naked time. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Kirk Fu indeed there, Rob. So let's see. Number 38. The Omega Glory. Again, something of maybe a guilty pleasure. This is really an idiotic episode, and I love it anyway. I love it. I mean, idiotic in the sense that it's a big stretch. None of it makes any kind of sense. If you really think about it, a Starfleet captain going that bad and that rogue should really aggravate me, and it does. Although, Morgan Woodward is brilliant in it. He's great as Captain Tracy. But I watch this episode every July the 4th. I can't argue with that at all, Princess Fiona. It is a lazy execution. But I'm a romantic when it comes to the Constitution and the flag and things like that and patriotism, and it's as cornball as it can be. But see that wonderful Canadian captain, William Shatner, give that speech at the end. I don't know. Some things you just forgive. I just easily to forgive it. But man, the biggest stretch of all of it is not the parallel Earth stuff. That's there, but that Trek does that in other episodes as well. For me, the biggest stretch is that a starship captain would be that horrible and murder that many people. It's tough to buy into. Dad Man of the Dad Man Clan. What's up, dude? Good to see you. And yet, I give it way too high a rating. There are a lot of better episodes. But it just kind of speaks to me in some way. It's weird, and I fully admit that I overbloat and overrate it too much. Number 37, Day of the Dove. Again, the one I get a lot of crap about sometimes because it's cornball beyond belief. It's silly. It's also an amazing, fascinating science fiction concept about the alien. The action's over the top. I don't blame anyone for thinking this episode is a little bit much. Nevertheless, of course, Michael Ansara is terrific. It's just, again, this is another one of those episodes where it's just thoroughly entertaining. The fights, the goofiness of the whole plot, the idea, they're definitely interesting elements to the story. Like the alien is fascinating that it can manipulate matter and mind, as Spock says, and it will keep the fight going forever because it feeds off those emotions and stuff. I love the concept of that. As I said, the execution's a little bit silly but fun. I do love that. At the beginning where when he's ordered by Kirk's ordered by Kang to transport everyone in the target area, and says, "Oh, tricks, Kirk! I'll kill 100 hostages. First sign of treachery. I'll be building you aboard the Enterprise. Once there, no tricks." Mr. Spock, we have guests. Address transporter to wide field and beam up everyone in the target area. Look how he just casually stands there and he presses the button. Understood, Captain. Great Kirk trickery. And Sarah and Kirk were great together. So, again, one of those episodes is just pure silly fun. And I love it. I did. I'm unreservedly love it. Number 36, the Tholian Web. This is this episode is an interesting idea that's got some hokey execution here and there. but there's enough great stuff for the characters that I don't mind so much. That's a good point about the Klingons there, Jill. This like I said, I may have it a little bit too high in some ways, but there's very little Kirk in it. But I think some of the conflicts between Kirk and McCoy, Spock and McCoy and Scotty are fascinating. And it's attention to it. Could they have done a few things better? Yes, I think so. On the whole, it's a fascinating and intriguing story. Kirk's final orders, that seems really good. That's right. It could have ended up in the mirror universe, Raymond. That is true, sir. That is true, sir. Anonymous Gamer, hello there. Welcome. And this, it doesn't feel like a season 3. And this, by the way, spoiler alert, I've run, this is my highest rated season 3 episode. If I do recall. So number 35. The Trouble with Tribbles. 8+ rating. What can you say about it? It's beautiful. It's lovely. It's wonderful. It's fun. Star Trek does so many great serious stories. Like I said, there are 3.5 comedies of Star Trek. So let them have a little R&R. This episode is R&R. Because it's fun. It just lets you go and have a little vacation. There's there's a little mystery going on. But it's just thoroughly entertaining. Confused about what Spock says about mutiny, says Neon. And oh, you mean in Tholian Web? Oh. But we have some high ratings for it. Sandra says a 9, 9, 9, and 5. Yeah, 9.5. Uh-oh. What? You're pulling a garbage scout? Oh, you don't like that one? You don't like this one? Max, you don't like Tribbles? I know you brother. They call the Enterprise a garbage scow. Sarah. I see. So you hit the Klingons because they insulted the Enterprise, not because, well, sir, this was a matter of pride. I love it, though. I love that episode. I mean, it's great. Hey, look. Hey, Action Figure Academy. Good to see you. This is look, like I said, we're right up there, this high up. Anything above an 8+, I love it. Anything, we're getting close to my 9s. I got a lot of 9s coming up. But I dearly love this episode. It's wonderful, it's fun. Laddie, don't you think you should rephrase that? You're right. I should. I didn't mean to say that the Enterprise should be hauling garbage. I meant to say it should be hauled away as garbage. Greatness. All right. Number 34. You bring this network's ratings down, Flavius, and we'll do a special on you. Another paralleler, Hodgkin's laws of parallel planets, and I love every second of it. I always loved this episode. I've always found it just thoroughly entertaining. It's a fascinating idea, 20th century Rome. Triticale. I cannot pronounce it. The what? The wheat. Professor R2. Professor R2, number 1, couldn't be here tonight for reviewing Voyagers, so I'm counting down my all-time favorite episodes of the original series from 79 all the way down. I'm ranking them all, ranking and rating them. When I get to number 10, when I get to the top 10, I'll recap the ones before it and then do the top 10. Quadro Triticale, that's right. I love this one. I love Flavius, that huge sun worshiper. Poor old Captain Merrick. Yeah, and of course, the pretty Drusilla. Episode is thoroughly entertaining. You're a Roman, Kirk, or you should have been. Just great stuff. Well, that's what threw me off. I remember being Quadro Triticale. I can't say Triticale. I should. Triticale. There you go. Storage compartments. Yep. See, I think some people have the chat turned back a little bit sometimes, or it's not all the way up to date, because I do that all the time when I'm watching streams. Something will happen and mine will be wound back a little bit. Because you're all talking about tribbles. But that's okay. We're all here. So I love this episode. This is just, again, it's an amazing concept, 20th century Rome. A lot of fun. We're in the fun zone of Trek. The fun, entertaining ones. Let's see. All right. Number 33. Mud. Another comedy. Yeah. 2 of the 3.5 comedies of Star Trek, the original series. And I love it. This episode is absolutely batshit insane. Maybe they shouldn't have made it. I don't know. But it's so much fun. Like Tribbles, it's just there for fun. And in fact, it's screwball comedy, really, pretty much. It just, does it fit in Star Trek? Yeah, you can say it. You can make a claim that it doesn't, I guess. You could say that. But it's fun. And Roger C. Carmel's return was just, again, terrific. He's way better in this one than Mud's Women, just because he's just more silly. He was a little bit threatening in the first one in Mud's Women, which I did not rate very high, as you all know. But the way they beat the androids is fun. This is just basically, it's a comedy. There's absolutely no way to, but it's funny. Harvey Milcourt. Harry Mudd. Harcourt. That's right. Stella, dear, shut up. Shut up, Stella. Stella, shut up. So it's a lot of fun. Love old Roger C. Carmel. Not much you can say about it, just a lot of fun. Now get to some serious stuff here. Number 32. Obsession. We learned so much more about Kirk's past, the gaseous cloud that he first met as a young officer on the starship Farragut. Honeysuckle death, indeed. Yes. One of the things that always kind of concerned me about the episode, though, obviously Kirk was blaming himself for not firing his phaser in time. It was a gaseous cloud. Why do you think a light weapon like a phaser would affect that? I always thought he blamed himself too much for that. I mean, obviously we find out in the episode, rightly so, that phasers don't really have any kind of effect on those things. But we were supposed to find that out. They didn't know it, but it's still like, man, I don't know, man. Why would you automatically think that would hurt him? So it's gas, right? Yeah. So, but anyway, it's a nice mystery. Kirk is obsessed. Some great Shatner moments in this great Kirk episode. It was good meeting the Instant Garavik, and just top notch. A lot of the best episodes are the ones that just have great character moments and bits, and all here. Well, the big 3 are always all terrific together all the time, and the better they are written for, the better they interact, the better the story, the better episode is. And so this was great. Just one of the top notchers. So I love it. Number 31. Now we're in the nines, baby. Who mourns for Adonis? Adonais, as I used to like. Anyway. Say what you want, but I just level this one. I level it. Fiona says, the phaser is a laser particle beam weapon. It could absolutely energize, electrify, fry a cloud of gas. Thank you. That's what we have the science officer here for. I just always wondered that, and I never answered it. I never thought I knew the answer. I just wondered it. And now you've told me. Yep, you think Spock would have tried to mind meld with an Professor R2? I love this one, though. This is just, again, highly entertaining, but also touching and sad. And maybe some find it to be a little bit out there. But I think Michael Forrest is terrific as Apollo. And I think it's just a very clever story about, something that I always enjoyed this kind of theme in Star Trek, where it deals with, levels of technology that if you, like, for example, if you went back in time, like to the ages where they were throwing spears at each other with a whole bunch of machine guns, they would think you're a god, that sort of thing, and that's always fascinated me, that idea. And the first time I ever heard about that idea as a kid was on Star Trek. This one here, probably, where, like, with these race of these incredibly advanced beings would seem like gods to these people. Yeah, they couldn't seem like anything else, right? And I've seen that. Well, of course, we've seen that played out in other Star Treks and everything like that, and it's always fascinated me. This is the first time I'd ever seen it when I was young, and like a lot of people, some of the first, fascinating concepts and theories that I got exposed to through Star Trek. So I love it. Neon Knight, I could not agree more. They said the spinoffs will never meet TOS quality for me. That is from my opinion as well. I love the original series the best. I do like some of the other stuff, but nothing touches the original series for me. I want to start taking stills from these episodes to my hairdresser, Fiona. Nice. So, and by the way, Michael Forrest, the guy who plays Apollo, I met him once. Nice guy. Let's see. He even did one of those Trek Continues. Okay, number 30. The Immunity Syndrome. We're in the 9. Dude, we're in the 9s now, baby. I just love this episode. So what was that? Hey, they're not an Axamandabear. Good to see you. Did they have a guy with that net and trident in this episode? I don't think so. That's true. SCD is dead. Yep. What a wonderful concept this episode is. Filled with, very tense, suspenseful moments, and one of the better Spock McCoy back and forth episodes of them all, and there are a lot of good ones, a lot of top-notch one episodes, pure character stuff, but with a combined with a brilliant concept. I love it. Man, oh man. But Pleasant doesn't agree. He says he thinks it's silly. Auntie Jill says an A. There you go. Yeah, it's an A for me. It's an A. A 9 translates to an A for me, by the way. Yeah. But the Spock and McCoy stuff's out of this world. I love the exchange when they're saving Spock from the shuttlecraft, and Spock's telling the planet, he's telling Kirk to get away, leave him there. And McCoy says, "Shut up, Spock. We're trying to rescue you." "Why, thank you, Captain McCoy." I love it. The smarty ass Spock. So truly wonderful episode, in my opinion. I've always loved it. Let's see. All right, number 29. Metamorphosis. Still in the nines, folks. Another beautiful episode. To me, just there's some episodes that are great without necessarily being pure all the way what Star Trek should be. This is what Star Trek is all about, though. I mean, it does everything. If there aren't necessarily boxes that are ever clicked for every episode, but this one has it all as far as what Star Trek is, and I think that's a beautiful story. The wonderful Eleanor Donahue. Used to love her on the Andy Griffith Show. Glenn Corbett as Zephyrin Cochrane is terrific. There's even a brief bit on the bridge of the ship later in the episode between Scotty and Uhura that's nice. On balance, I just love this one. B for B for Jill. B8 for Rob. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Pleasant Eye Picker, that is. It is interesting how we can rate episodes so differently. So yeah, look, I changed mine. I was tweaking this list again yesterday, or so we can all change them sometimes. Eleanor Donahue, I don't know if she was on Andy Griffith, but before that she was on one of those. Was she on with Father Knows Best or something like that? But I don't know if she was yeah. So we have some B's and some C's on this one. And Pleasant gives it an A+. Yeah, so there you go. But yeah, I think this is a beautiful episode. I really, really enjoyed it a lot. And it always, makes me sad. In a good way. Number 28. 9+. This is, in my opinion, the weirdest Star Trek, the original series episode ever made. And I love it. I should hate it, probably. It's so thoroughly entertaining. This episode starts off as a deadly serious science fiction nightmare and ends as a slapstick comedy. That's why I say it's the weirdest Star Trek episode of the original series. Weird, and it's not so much the weird concept. It's not so much just the fact that it takes a left turn. It's green. It has some of the most memorable comedic moments. The great Warren Stevens as Rojan is cool. I love the chick in this episode. Sorry to call her the chick. And when they kill the guy at the beginning, it is chilling. Or not the guy. They killed the yeoman, the lady, the security guy, or the guy he lived. So, yeah, when he turned them into the cube thingies, and not really cubes, but yeah. Kelvins, yep, they're the Kelvins. But again, it's like I said, the first half episode, serious and scary, and like, what are they going to do? Yeah, Barbara. Thank you, Altus. Thank you, Rob Altus. Barbara Boucher. That's it. I should have known her name. So, but it's a lot of fun, especially the Scotty bits. The whole thing. I mean, yeah, I guess what's funny is for years I never even thought about it. Never even occurred to me. I just laughed, always watched it, and loved it. But not too long ago, I was watching. I'm going, this is kind of strange because it started out pretty horrible shite happening, and now Now it's like it's funny. It's like, oh, whatever. Oh, what? But Kirk fixed it at the end. Well, Max Redson, I've always thought that the whole thing that that Terry Nation and Chris Boucher, if they didn't borrow from this episode of Star Trek for Star One, then it's an incredible coincidence. I used to try to fiddle around with a story idea that where you can even, go from that episode of Star Trek by another name, and lead into the same universe for Star One, Blake 7, which is many years later. All right, let's see what's going on with episode 27. The Enemy Within. This is one of those episodes, and this is very early on, of course, where you just have to go and say, yes, maybe it's fantasy. It's totally fantasy. But that you can use science fiction concepts to explore a philosophical impossibility, and it just works. In other words, why would they transport her? And I know there are no transporters in the real world. Assuming even if they were possible, why would it filter out? Why would it take out your good side and your bad side? Split them up. Even if it could split you into two, how would it so precisely split your good from your bad? And when you say that, well, true. I mean, we don't know. We'll never know, right? But it's so good, I don't care. I just note it. I'm noting it. That's all. Because it's so brilliant. It's such a, we give it, since it's a TV show, you let it explore that idea. And that's what we do here. We let it explore this amazing idea that your good side and bad side can be split apart. And it's amazing. It's just so brilliantly well done. It's why Star Trek is so great. Back when Number One and I were reviewing the original series, we were just starting out. We don't do all the things exactly like we do them now, but she had the block text, which would make things easier for her to review it. It's a really good book. But also, when I would write in my notes for original series, I'd write a few things. One of the things I always wrote was ideas, character. Like, is this one strong on ideas? Is it strong on, entertainment value? Is it strong on the characters? This, that, and the other. And this one, like others, I would write ideas. This idea is brilliant. To use that contraption that they came up with to explore this idea. Annoying critic, hello there. So they just use that device, that plot device of the transporter, to examine that. If you split all the bad and good from one person, what would they be like? Yes, and then I guess the shuttlecraft was messed up. Annoying critic says, why does Kirk need to have a part of himself that wants to assault Rand? Well, I don't know exactly how that's phrased, like need to, but his bad side is separated from his good side. And I guess that, the point is that human beings, even in the 23rd century, aren't completely and utterly evolved and advanced enough to escape their more savage nature if one side is removed from the other. In other words, all men hold back a certain savage nature. So I guess that's what they were studying there. No, they didn't have a shuttle. They didn't have a shuttle mentioned. Well, they did and they didn't. They had not mentioned the shuttle yet, Pleasant Valley, but they just acted like eventually, I mean, it wasn't too long that they put one on the ship, but it's not like the first time a shuttle shows up on the show that they just Starfleet just started having shuttles. But yeah, they didn't have the transporters were used on the show before shuttles, but didn't mean that shuttles didn't exist. Because they said it wasn't ready yet. Yeah. Okay. Well, but yeah, still, I mean, there were shuttles in Starfleet, I'm pretty sure. Take Janeway. All right. So anyway, brilliant episode, great performance by Shatner. I just love it. So number 26 is The Cage. I do separate it from Menagerie, just so you'll know. And please, everyone, I'm going to get in trouble for this because this is number one's all-time favorite Star Trek episode. I give it a solid 10. I love The Cage. It's, of course, The Cage, completely independent of the Menagerie. It's a wonderful pilot. It's a great story and I love the characters. Love Pike, real deal Pike, Spock, and number one, of course. And I have nothing bad to say about it. It's great. I mean, for me, it's right in there with a solid tenor because everything beyond this point above that. So, but number one loves it, and I honor her by putting it up there. But it's her favorite, and I can see why. It's beautiful, and I love it. And now, of course, it's in I guess I don't know. I don't even know if the show's syndicated. Do they even do syndication anymore? Hey, Classic Comics. What's up, dude? So I love The Cage, and I love number one. Number 25. A piece of the action. Batman Satisfaction. We're officially entered my top 25, folks. You mind your place, mister, or you'll be wearing a pair of concrete galoshes. You mean cement overshoes? I don't want any more cracks about the book. The third of the 3.5 Star Trek comedies. Absolutely nothing to do with Star Trek other than the interesting plot of a book being used as a blueprint to change best favors ever. Okay. They are the best favors ever. Yeah. However, just an episode I can watch over and over again. It's like comfort food for the soul. It's so much fun. Yep, a great Prime Directive episode. There you go, Jill. Yeah. Is it true they're going to do a gangster Star Trek movie? Says Neurotonax Amanda Bear. I've heard of such a thing, but no, I wouldn't think so. They're not going to do any Star Trek movies ever again. Take that to the bank. That's true. Mel needs a spatula. Kiss my grits, Mel Sharple. So, there aren't going to be any Star Trek movies under that. They keep saying they're going to do a Trek, quote unquote, Star Trek 4 with Alex Klutzman. Yeah, they've been saying that for, what is it, like 10 years now almost? So, yeah. Not going to happen. And what's some Shatner's fuzzy hat as much as I do. I love that hat. Yes, I love Shatner is just chewing it up in this one. And it's got some hilariously funny line. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, okay. Terrell says at one time Tarantino was going to do a film based on this concept. Thank God it didn't happen. Yeah, agreed. And he respects Star Trek, so surprised, I don't know. Originally, the 30th anniversary episode was planned to go back to this episode, not triple. Really? Wow. I'm glad they did it the way they did it, though. Yeah, me either, Tyrell. Sandra likes this one. Yeah, I do. I just, it's just pure. I say this a lot, I know, but Star Trek is wonderful because it can have really crazy fun episodes, and you know, you do it. Hey, what's up, Davina Duckworth? Welcome. Yes, it is a Zoot Suit Riot. But I love this one. I mean, it's crazy. It doesn't really connect to anything, but it's a great one. So now we're in my top 25. Let's see. Number 24. I am Nomad. I am Nomad. I am perfect. What can I say? The Changeling ranked at 10. Phenomenal episode. Jackson Roykirk, indeed. Hey, Whitney Smith, hello. And it says Whitney Smith says there was also a Star Trek cartoon series in 1974, 3-4 somewhere up in there. Yes, and we've reviewed that as well on the show and love it. I might rank those episodes one day. Who knows? I love the cartoon. Might rank the movies next. Not tonight, but you know. So yeah, what can you say about the Changeling? Great stuff. I mean, it's just absolutely brilliant episode. We all know it was slightly, in a sense, remade in Star Trek: The Motion Picture, but I don't mind. I am Nomad. One little snag. I don't think they had to go so far as to erase Uhura's mind. I mean, there was no damage, just they could re-educate her. But what about her memories? And they never addressed that. That's not too good. I think they should have said, since Nomad Nomad should have been able to bring her memories back, so they just don't have to deal with that question from fans. But agreed, Professor R2. The cartoon's fun. But Kirk abuses those computers, doesn't he? But yeah, great stuff. Your logic was impeccable, Captain. We're in grave danger. So overall, a fascinating episode. Just a super well done, nicely, tightly paced, perfect. We're in the rarefied air now of my top 25, and it's just, I mean, it's smooth sailing from here. It's up the good ladder, not the long one. Number 23, The Deadly Ears, rated at 10. A 10 for me. I love this one. This is one of the ones that I just put under. There's ideas to it, but pure character stuff. Again, these actors shine when crazy things happen to them. In this case, suffering from a peculiar physical degeneration which strongly resembles aging. The courtroom scene, all the stuff between Kirk and Spock. Shatner's just, again, terrific. Absolutely terrific. I've watched this one. We're now in that territory. Anything in my top 25, I've watched them billions of times. I've watched them so many times. I've committed, and I have a garbage memory, but even I committed to memory. And the thing about this, my list is, do I love my number 13 on my list that much more than number 23 on my list? Not really, not that much. They're very close to each other. I love them both. And I love how, yeah, McCoy just finds a reversal for it. That's fine. And then Kirk saves the day using the Corbomite maneuver on the Romulans. How do you beat that? Nice little sequel to that Gore maneuver right there. Absolutely marvelous performances all the way through. A great story. I've always loved this episode. It's always spoke to me. I don't know why exactly. They weren't. It was a peculiar physical degeneration that strongly resembles aging. They weren't actually, aging. But yeah, I love it. So here we go with number 22. The ultimate computer. Once again, Kirk destroys computers. Terrific performance by William Marshall as Dr. Richard Daystrom. Another great performance by Shatner in this one. In regards to Captain Dunzel, just addressing again ideas about people losing their jobs to computers and stuff like that, or to technology. Dramatic, just brilliant. I mean, this is to me, to have this one all the way down at 22 to be this brilliant is just, again, for me, and I can only speak for me, is a testament to how great this show is. How Star Trek is so good that an episode this good, I mean, it's tough to put any higher than other ones, but it's still, I mean, I love it as much as my number 12 episode or my number 14. It's fantastic. You are great. I am great. 20 years of seminars and lectures to rows of fools who couldn't begin to understand my work. Lectures, colleagues laughing at their backs behind the boy wonder, then making careers building on my work. Dr. Daystrom, M5 must be destroyed. Destroyed, Kirk? No. Look what we've done. Your mighty starships. We are invincible. 4 toys to be crushed. He was nutty. Great actor, though. But a sad story as well. They named the Daystrom after him, though. Maybe he turned out okay after that. Number 21, folks. The lonely squire of Gothos. Retired. William Campbell is magnificent in this episode. Absolutely magnificent. What a bloody entertaining thing. That rating I have ranked at 10, rated at 10, of course. He's just all over the place, as you can see. Shatner gives as good as he gets against this godlike being God of War. I love his little I love his confrontations with Spock. Just what can you say? Magnificent episode. And again, that is as extraordinary an ending in terms of how creative it is, how imaginative it is. Very Twilight Zone-esque, of course. It's just phenomenal. Again, yeah, Rob, absolutely great performance by Shatner, and Campbell and all that stuff, and just terrific stuff. And the stuff with his parents at the end, yeah. Just one of the best. Again, an episode I can watch all day long. Beautiful stuff. Indeed, Neon. Very creative. Number 20. Arena. Just wowzer. What can you say? It's a classic for a reason. It's a classic for a reason, folks.
Yes, you only put this down at number 20. I shall not be merciful to you. I shall destroy you for not ranking my episode higher. You bloody bastard.
I don't know. Love it. Love the episode. And I see a lot of you do too. Except, well, Raymond's got it in the B. We've got some A pluses. Thank you, Jill. I got some A plusers there from JT Kirk. Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's a beautiful episode. It's a classic, and what more need to be said? I mean, you know, what can be said? It's all been said. I don't know. I wouldn't know where to begin. Is there a, what was that question around? Is there a Retiara? I don't know what that word is. Retarius in this episode? I don't know what that means. Gwag, it's the first episode Gwag ever saw. Wow. Wow. Greatness. Yeah. Net guy with the trident. Oh, okay. I got you. I don't think so. I don't think there were any tridents in this episode. We will keep you posted if there any of them show up, though. Okay, Davina says it was a Roman gladiator who fought with equipment. Stop. Okay. Okay, I see. Thank you, Davina, and thank you, Fiona. John Platt, what's up, bud? You're at what? That's a silly question. Then why would you think that would be in this one? Just only in bread and circuses. Thank you, Narada. I was kidding. Okay, so where are we at? Number 19. Charlie X. Hey, Sean Carter. I think you're already here, though. I love it. I know maybe some don't, but I love this episode. It was spooky. The infant terrible, as the saying goes. Just a early on episode that if you're watching there, like, wow, this show's got a creepy, somber ending to it. Doesn't have a happy ending at all. As terrible as this kid is, they actually made me feel for him at the end of it. Was it Robert Walker? Does a really good job as Charlie X. I want to stay. But I think it was a terrific story and an excellent idea. Beyond Antares. Well, it's good to see you, Sean. Yeah, I just thought this was an excellent story idea. And creepy what he did to that chick, taking her face away. But the Thasians put everything right. I hear you there, Pleasant. Let's see. Yeah. But similar to that Twilight Zone episode with Billy Mummy, It's a Good Life. Yeah, good call, Davina. Which I love. Great episode. Number 18. This Side of Paradise, when Spock messes around with Charles Bronson's wife, showing that he's not afraid of anybody. Uh-oh. Max Redstone said, let us hold a moment of silence for Mark D with a C and his beloved New York Rangers who fell to the Panthers in the Eastern Conference. I'm sorry, Mark D. Sorry, buddy. Condolences, commiserations, old sir. This Side of Paradise, absolutely one of them. Just again, what can I say? If we're talking about it at this stage, you know I love it. It's fantastic. Just pure Kirk greatness, but you got a lot of fun with Spock as well. Spock and one of the hottest chicks ever to be on the show, they're Layla Kalomi, are well, of course, they're terrific. He was probably scared of Charles Bronson, says I don't think so. Charles Bronson was a nice guy. Leonard Nimoy, he has a starship. So, yeah, a lot of great lines in it. You belong in the circus, Buck. Right next to the dog-faced boy. Just such a great story. I mean, Kirk, again, more prime Kirk when he's taken over by the spores. They were about to consume him and make him leave the ship. He just overpowers it by sheer willpower. Sheer willpower. What an extraordinary fellow. So, ... And yeah. I think Elias Sandoval. Oh, really? She was with David McCallum at that point? Oh, I didn't know she was ever with him. Thanks, RM. Thanks, Raymond. Dude, wow. Well, hey, now David McCallum was a really nice guy, so there was no trouble there. All right, number 17. Oh, my beards and whiskers. I've seen a rabbit. Finnegan time. Shore leave. I guess maybe you could count it as one of the Star Trek comedies also, but it has a pretty high science fiction concept to it in a sense. With these extraordinarily powerful beings. Of course, you got to wonder why they let people go play on their planet. They didn't realize that these people, that the Enterprise crew didn't know what was going on. Bronson stole him from his buddy McCallum, and they were both in the movies. They were both in The Great Escape together. Yeah, I saw the thing also about Charles Bronson and Kurt Russell. Very cool. So I love this episode. It's just pure. It is pure fun. I know it's not a comedy per se, but it is just absolute fun. So your daddy takes the T-Bird away because this guy Finnegan scene and the whole idea that just reading your mind and creating your own little. I mean, who wouldn't want to go to that planet? Am I right? Who wouldn't want to go to that planet? Lots of fun. Just a fun episode, but also a worthy concept. I can watch it over and over again. I can't recall if number one didn't like this one that much because we like a lot of the same episodes, but can't remember now. Number 16, Errand of Mercy. First appearance of the Klingons. Good God, it's brilliant. It's amazing. What can you say? Not only the first appearance of the Klingons, the Organians, what they turn out to be at the end there is just outstanding. And just that is pure Trek right there. Pure energy. Totally non-corporeal. Not life as we know it at all. And John Colicos, absolutely terrific. The weird thing about this episode, and I used to never really think about it, is the absence of McCoy. It's just weird. He should have been like on the ship or something. I'm not sure why DeForest Kelly wasn't in this episode. It would have been that much different with him on the planet, but still, that's only like I think this is the only one that I know of that he wasn't on, other than as far as like regular episodes, except maybe one other one. I'm not talking about pilots, but anyway, neither here nor there. Fantastic episode. I guess McCoy was on shore leave. Yeah. He stayed on the shore leave planet for a while. Could have been budgetary. DJ Play Nice. What's up, dude? Good to see you. But it's just absolutely, it's a terrific episode. He played Baltar, and he played Cooler again on Deep Space Nine, as you all know. Great actor. All right, number 15. The Menagerie. And I don't even put it in parts. I'm combining both parts for just the sake of this. And you might say, but you already rated the Cage at 16. I did. But I like the Cage a lot, and I actually enjoy the if you get an added bonus to the story here. Because remember, before we got to see the Cage, for 20-something years, we got the Menagerie. You get two stories in one, if you think about it. You get, of course, you get to go back and visit the previous adventure of a different captain. And you've got the story, the intrigue of Spock apparently committing, a mutiny or, definitely insubordination and taking the ship and stuff. The whole Spock story wrapped around the reminiscing of the Pike make it a brilliant episode. I mean, look, I love the Cage. Watching it alone is fantastic. But this, you get two stories in one this way. And you get a mystery and intrigue about Spock going rogue. And then we find out why. It's about his loyalty to his former captain. We find out, things about the Telosians. And again, all along the way, we get to enjoy, that Pike adventure. So I love it. I think this is as good as it gets. It's a big two-parter. It's just extraordinarily entertaining. It's got great Trek ideas and great character stuff. So yeah, that's true about Shore Leave. That Barbara Balladevin or whatever. She passed away not too long ago. Fiona, yeah. So I love it. I love the Menagerie. I love the Cage as well. I didn't even put parts on that one. I still consider it one story. Number 14. Taste of Armageddon is a 10 plus. By the way, in case you're all wondering, 15. Let's see, 15 on up or 10 pluses. So 10 plus on the Menagerie, 10 plus on the Taste of Armageddon. Wowzer. What a brilliant, unreal, brilliant concept. So brilliant, you might think it in the wrong hands could have been messed up. But they did a fabulous job here all across the board, I thought. From the performances of everyone, even, the guy that played Robert Fox, that Papa J. Fox, as Scotty called him. Talking about, the mutiny I was talking about. Entholian? Oh, Entholian Web? Okay. Cool. Just love it. I mean, it's absolutely love everything about this episode. What's up, dude? Good to see you.
Hello, everyone. How's it going? Sorry for being so late tonight.
It's all right. Good to see you.
Yep. Well, it was my sister's birthday, so we had a
Oh, okay.
game, and I had to
Happy
watch
birthday.
Blues, so I had to. As much as I love Star Trek, I had to watch the Rangers on tape delay.
Oh boy, I understand.
Yeah, they lost 2-1. Hey, Jill. Hey, everyone.
Hey, Mark's here. So here we go. We are on number 14. This is a brilliant episode. It's absolutely, of course, at this point, I've been saying that for like the past 20 episodes. But like I said, between 15 down, and we're at the 10 plus range. This is one of the most imaginative of the episodes ever. The great concept and stuff like that. So truly love it. Yep, absolutely. Jill and everyone seems to agree in the chat there. We're getting close, everybody. Don't worry, we're getting close to 10. So
the countdown's on. Yep,
they're going fairly slow, but everyone's saying hi. Let's see.
Yeah, hail to everyone. Yep. JT Kirk, I bought you that Bugatti. Yep. So we'll talk about it in the geekery, but lots of car stuff coming in the next few days. Nice. Yep.
Number 13. Where no man has gone before. Another pilot. Second pilot. 10 plus. Oh my goodness. This one's got it all except McCoy. But we do get to meet Scotty, even Screw Loose, and of course Gaddy Mitchell. And it's the one that gave us Shatner. It gave us the show, really. It's the one that this is it right here, folks. This is what put us over the top to give us Star Trek, and it was a worthy episode to give us that. I think truly great. Yeah, I love the phaser rifles too. I mean, they're fantastic. JT, they're great.
I have the phaser rifle Captain Kirk statue in my office. Yeah.
Oh, cool, niceness. This is just what can you say? A thoroughly entertaining episode that has a lot of heart to it, a great story with a lot of good action, and it's just, I mean, I've watched it so many times. It's ridiculous, but love it. James R. Kirk, yes, that's true. Robert Altus.
Yep.
Oops. Yep. Not so much oops. I guess he just hadn't really thought of it. The T yet.
Well, that was his buddy who did it. Maybe he just couldn't spell that well, right? So when he made the gravestone, he messed up the spelling.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I'll take it. James Roy Kirk. So, yes, indeed, where no man has gone before. Man, baby. All right. So, we're number 12. Court Martial. I know it's just a courtroom drama, but it's actually a lot more than that. Absolutely, again, spectacular performances all across the board. Shatner's terrific as always. Especially when he's dealing with everyone believing he's guilty. Spock never bought into it. Some of those scenes in the courtroom are riveting when Kirk gives his testimony, when Spock gives his testimony, and McCoy. Then later we learn more about Kirk's life in this one, or actually early on. It's just, that's true, Tyrell. It's an important lore episode. It's got it all. It's got it all as far as the lore about Kirk, and even action toward the end there. We meet Commodore Stone. First time seeing the gold tunic come out. Okay, cool. I did not know that, Rob. Thank you. Yeah, wow. And of course, a bonus: the great Samuel T. Cogley, attorney at law. He was really good. Elisha Cook or whatever. Great performance by him as well. So it is just terrific. It's such good drama, and all across the board. I just love it. And again, we all find out Kirk, they almost made him doubt himself. And again, it does throw in yes, it's courtroom drama, but it's great science fiction because it's again about how machines are being used, are taking over. And I like the impassioned plea by Samuel T. Cogley to the court about Kirk was just riveting. It was a great performance by everybody. So this is top notch Trek. It's just, I love it. Let's see. 11. The Galileo 7.
Wait a minute, that's not number 1?
Just
kidding.
Does it look like number 1? Look,
no.
You should be happy. This is Star Trek season 1, right? There's a 1 for you. There's also rank 11. That's 2 1s there. And then you got another 11 over here because it's rating 10 plus. You got plenty of 1s.
I know. And
I love
trying to be a wise guy.
I know you are. I know you love it. I love it. I mean, dude.
Yeah, it's true.
Anything
The
this
top
high
10,
up, I adore it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Especially with the quality of TOS. I mean, anything in the top 10, 15, 20. It's a toss-up. Yeah, it's really a toss-up. Yeah.
I had fun like ragging on a lot of the bad stuff, and then pretty soon when I started getting into the 4s and the 5s and stuff like that, I wasn't, I was no stress at all. I was I love this one unreservedly. Brilliant. It's just fantastic. It's so could watch it every day. I love it's funny, it is Spock's episode. It is a Spock spotlight episode. It's so great. He's handled, and yet this great Kirk in it as well. They do such a good job of writing all the characters, even Mr. Boma.
Well, it's a great character. Yeah, great character study of Spock. in command logic versus emotion and how that plays out. So this is probably my go-to episode to watch. I haven't watched TOS in a while. This is one I'll throw on because you get everything. You get everything in here, like you said. Great Kirk moment with the was it the Commodore or the Chancellor?
It was High Commissioner Ferris.
High Commissioner, yeah. So the scenes with that, and then full ahead, impulse power. I just love that Kirk moment there. Just going to slow, and of course you can quote Scotty's line to Spock at the end, which I think is the highlight of the episode. When he throws out the flare and Scotty realizes. So you can quote it, and I always screw up the quotes, but
like sending up a flare. It was a good gamble, Mr. Spock. No one out there to see it. Yes. But then what McCoy said, it may be illogical, but it was maybe the last thing you ever do, Mr. Spock. But it was all human. He says,
"Yep,
totally illogical." That's what I meant. So it's an absolutely wonderful episode, absolutely terrific. And now what we will do, like I promised you all, is now that we're about to start into the 10, anyone out there who wants to make either a top 5 or just episode, no, if we do reviews, we'll be all night, just the episodes themselves. Top 5. If you want to do a 10, you can. But feel free to just do 5 if you don't feel like doing 10. You can start those. You wouldn't mind starring those for me if they do it?
Yeah, I'll star them. Yeah, so just put them in. Yeah, just put them in order. Just the episode numbers, no reviews. Right. Yeah,
and to give them time. Well, yeah, but to give them time, I'm going to do a rundown of 79 through 11. I'm going to go back and do it.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? If you don't mind.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep. I'm looking for you. I'm not as good as Raquel, I'm sure, but I'll try.
You're fine. So I'll do a recap before we get to the big top 10, folks. All right. 79. And the children shall bleed. Ugh. The alternative factor sucks. So that was 78. 77. The mark of Gideon. 76. Is there in truth no beauty? No. Spoiler alert, no. 75. The lights of Saturn. 74. That bitch survived. That witch survived. Sorry.
Whoop. Language.
Whoops. Language. So 73. Spock's lame brain. And no, I can't play it because it's another thing. You don't worry about it. We do it anytime.
Brain. What is
number
brain?
72? Cat's ass or paw or whatever. By the way,
it's a chicken.
I can't see the chat, everyone. So
I've got it. Yep.
Thank you. Number 71. Stepping out to Eden, yeah, brother. Number 70. The Cloud Binders.
I don't mind that dress though.
I knew it. Everyone's been doing that all night. Well, yeah, but she was. Every time I would name an episode that sucks. Yeah, but she was hot. I get that.
The episode still stunk. Yeah, well, not stunk, but not good.
A lot of people like this one actually. I was surprised.
Yeah.
So does Raquel. Number 69, dude, the Empath. Ugh. Garbage. We're still in the stinky territory right now. Number 68, wink of an eye. Number 67 for the episode is stupid and I have touched something. No, I'm just kidding. For the world is hollow and I've touched the skies. Number 67, sorry. Number 66, Elan of Troyes. Number 65, the Paradise Syndrome. I am Kirok. Number 64, Let That Be Your Last Battlefield. And Last Riddler, too.
Yep.
Number 63, All Our Yesterdays.
That's a Kodak moment.
Yep. I know. Well, you're only the second person to make a Kodak joke. You should be proud.
I should be proud of myself.
Bad, yep. Number 62, A Private Little War.
Ooh, wowzers.
Did it again. Number 61, Spectre of the Gone. Number 60, Plato's Stepchildren. Look at Dr. Lovelace. Number 59, The Savage Curtain. Number 58, Dagger of the Mind. Number 57, Whom Gods Destroy. Number 56, Assignment Earth. Number 57, Mud's Women. Number 54, The Man Trap. Number 53, The Conscience of the King. Number 52, Miri. Number 51, What Are Little Girls Made Of? Number 50, Friday's Child.
Coochie coochie coo.
Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. Captain number 59 and 49. Return to Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. Number 48, The Apple. Can it Corey Apple?
It can Corey Apple too.
Number, can Kurt Corey Apple? Number 40. Oh, that was 48. Number 47, Patterns of Yahtzee's Force. Patterns of Force. Number 46, Wolf in the Fold. Number 45, Turnabout Intruder. Number 44, Return of the Archons. Number 43, Requiem for Methuselah. Number 42, The Enterprise Incident. Number 41, Operation Annihilate. Number 40, Tomorrow is Yesterday. Number 39, The Gamesters of Triskelion. Number 38, The Omega Glory. Number 37, Day of the Dove. Number 36, The Tholian Web. Number 35, The Trouble with Tribbles. Number 34, Bread and Circuses. Number 33, Mud. Number 32, Obsession. Number 31, Who Mourns for Adeniagaraska? Who Mourns for Apollo? Number 30, The Immunity Syndrome. Number 29, Metamorphosis. Number 28, By Any Other Name. Number 27, The Enemy Within. Number 26, The Cage. Number 25, A Piece of the Action. Number 24, The Changeling. Number 25, The Deadly Years. Wait. What did I say? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Deadly Years. Yep, changing
20
Deadly Years.
24 was okay. 24 was Changeling.
Yep.
Okay. Number 23 is Deadly Years. Number 22, The Ultimate Computer. Number 21, The Squire of Gothos. Number 20, Arena. Number 19, Charlie X. Number 18, This Side of Paradise. Number 17, Shore Leave. Number 16, Errand of Mercy. Number 15, The Menagerie. Number 14, A Taste of Armageddon. Number 13, Where No Man Has Gone Before. Number 12, Court Martial. Number 11, The Galileo 7. And now, you got a bunch of them collected up, eh? Cool.
Yeah, they're rolling in. Yep.
Cool. So now I'm going to do my top 10, everybody. And after that, we
Drum
need
roll,
your
please.
top 10. Are we ready for number 10? I don't have a drum roll.
Yeah, we need a drum roll. Yep.
Number 10. Everyone ready? I'm going to make sure they're ready. You all ready for number 10?
Set phasers to stun. Lemon Pie gave us a drum roll.
All right. Thank you. Number 10. The Naked Time with a rating of 10 plus. I love this one. I'll take you home, Kathleen, because I wish Riley were in every episode instead of Sulu. Oh my goodness. Get off me. You know, rank me and I have plenty of years, so just get off my neck. I like Torvald. Too many to die. Just get the crew drunk, learn about him early, right? Which was the idea.
Great writing,
And,
yep.
It was brilliant writing, great acting performances all the way through. You got to learn a little bit about, Christine Chapel, not much, but enough. You got to learn that those shower curtains that they wear are radiation suits. That's pretty cool. That Sulu likes to play with swords. And I don't mean that as a euphemism, like it might be now, considering who he is. But yes. What's that?
I'm just putting JT Kirk for fun.
Oh, yeah. Yes. This is my rank, though. Oh.
Yeah, I was thinking, I took it off right as see, we think alike. Yep.
No, thank you. But thank you. Let's see. And, I just love it, man. It's just no beach to walk on, Kurt saying right there. And
yep.
So, and of course, we learned how to start the engines cold, controlled implosion, send you back in time.
And that's like you said, that's a great episode for early, early on this. What number is that in the season? Number Naked Time. What number is that one? It's on the screen.
Naked Time. Oh, it's like I don't know. I didn't bother put the numbers.
You didn't put that, yeah.
But so,
and we should know that. We should know that Star Trek fans.
Nah. Prod orders and all that other kind of crap. I never.
Number 4. Yeah. No, it was number 4 overall. Yeah. No, but Star Trek hits the ground running, full speed, 110% of the gas pedal in terms of brilliance in the beginning. Yeah, doesn't take any time to be good. Great
stuff. Yep, unlike a lot of shows, that's true. Back then, that didn't happen that way. Number 9. The Corbo Mike maneuver rating 10 plus. What can I say, baby? Love it. I mean, just pure joy. From the character of Bailey, who was kind of an interesting character, to Baylock, Clint Howard. He was hilarious. What a great idea. You get the First Federation and the Fesarius and scaring the hell out of the crew. And then what happens? We find out that, again, in pure Star Trek fashion, we learn about, these characters are, not evil, but they were scaring, testing the Enterprise and stuff like that. And, it's just a sheer joy, this episode. I've watched it so many times. And how cool is Kirk? Man, he's just the coolest ever.
I just rewatched this. I was like, I miss TOS because I used to watch it almost every night.
Yeah.
And I put this episode on, and then it just kept rolling. I wanted to go out of order. I know Jill has like a random number generator. It's like Netflix or whoever, give us a random order for Star Trek, on the streaming. Of course, that's a first world problem, but it's just fun to play. But then I just started going. I'm like, this episode is so brilliant, and this is one I wish we'd gotten a follow up on. In one of the Star Trek series, we don't know what happened, right? I mean, we assume it worked out well for Bailey, and it was not a cookbook for him, but
no, probably not.
But we never had a follow up to this, so that's something I would have. Maybe we got one in the comics at one point, but that would have been a fun one. But yeah, brilliant episode.
Love it. Let's see. Not chess, Mrs. Spock. Poker.
Yeah.
Yep. So, number 8, Journey to Babel, rating 10 plus. What can you say about it? Again, another great. A lot of these are great lore episodes. This is one of the greatest of the lore episodes. One of the most important Spock, if not the most important Spock episode of them all.
Yep.
The magnificent Mark Leonard is introduced although he's been seen on the show before in a different role. As of course Sarek, and of course we meet Amanda Grayson, Spock's mom. journeying to the Babel to go to the council on Corridon, to bring a bunch of diplomats there, and wackiness ensues. But this is just, again, if you love the character of Spock, and if you're watching Real Trek, you do. It's just terrific. I mean, sheer joy the whole episode. Love it. Some great Kirk moments too, though. Philip Story, hey there, good to see you. Welcome.
Hello.
So I truly love it. Watch it so many times. I mean, well, everything in my top 25, I've watched them so many times, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, it's just like flip a coin. Which episode would I rather watch? I mean, and of course, this one is famous for the Star Trek drinking game. Logic. I'm sick to death of your logic. We always used to love when this episode came on. It's like you had to imbibe whenever some Tranya, whenever the word logic was uttered, and that was a killer line. But how brilliant is this? You find out Spock's parents are coming on the Enterprise, and he doesn't even tell Kirk. It's perfect Vulcan. Not why is that important, right? He's my dad, and just that whole relationship there, and then how that relationship is repaired at the end is a beautiful thing. With the little hand, the little finger touching at the end. It's touching in many ways. If you've ever had conflicts with siblings or parents or anyone, it's just a great description of how we can make amends for things that we disagree on, and get back to even in a non-emotional way. There's so much emotion between these Vulcan characters. They're not without emotion, they're just suppressing the emotion. So that's the brilliance of it. I got watch this episode probably 100 times or plus with my friends. Yeah.
Hey, Woke Breaker, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, sir. Welcome. Let's see. All right. Number 7. I think you're all familiar with this one. Space Seed, rating 10++, of course. I mean, again, another one. Little need be said about any of these ones in the top 10 or even lower than that. But, you are in no position to demand nothing, sir. Oh, wrong episode of Khan. Sorry. You are an excellent tactician, Captain. You let your second in command attack while you sit back and watch for weakness. You have a tendency to express things in military terms, Mr. Khan. This is a social occasion. It is said that social occasions is merely warfare concealed. Others prefer it more open, more honest. You know what? If you want to count how many times someone says something with a drinking game, maybe you tried the word excellent for Khan.
Yeah.
Excellent, Captain. I presume you identified me with your computer system, no? Excellent. All right. We offered the world order. Excellent.
We.
Yeah, we.
What do you mean we?
God, see, look. This episode's overpowered by Ricardo Montalban. Of course, Shatner's terrific in it. They're all great. They're always great. We're always talking about them. This one is one of the, as far as a one-off character. We know he came back for a movie, but as far as a series, because he didn't dominate the movie, but he's in it. He's great. He absolutely overpowers this whole episode. He's so great. I mean, it's just in every way. You're like, man, I want to see him come back, but I don't know. Do I want to see him come back? He's just so great. I mean, but yeah, it would have been nice if they'd have brought him back on the series. That would have been cool. But Ricardo Montalban is absolutely just off the hook, terrific in this magnificent episode of that gave us a great movie as well. I know you hate this episode personally, but I can't understand why.
Yeah, I didn't collect anything about
No,
Space Seed or Wrath of
Just
Khan.
not your
There's really
bag.
nothing in my office, and
If you're not into it, you're not into it. They're doing
not into it. Yeah.
it. That's number 7. How about number 6? You are number 6. Hey, this guy was in another one of my top teners.
Hey, he's back.
Balance of Terror, my number 6 episode. What are you going to say? Mark Leonard, this is the year before he played Sarek. He plays the man we only know by the name Romulan Commander, and he is brilliant in this 10++ rated episode. about, again, based upon, kind of loosely based on a film called The Enemy Below, a submarine thriller. They used to have those sort of things back then. This is Star Trek submarine thriller, and it's just absolutely perfect in every single way. Kirk, just what a great performance by Shatner, but Mark Leonard, of course, also nails it. Yeah, it's just absolutely terrific. I know you sort of like this one as well, don't you?
And kind of a little, yeah. This I just rewatched this one again, but
Yeah.
but it's just so well done, and it's a World War II submarine movie, basically. But it introduces you to a lot of you learn about the war with the Romulans 100 years ago. You deal with the famous line by Kirk, no racism on my bridge, keep it in your quarters.
Leave any
So
bigotry
many
in your
different
quarters.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, bigotry. Yeah, so many different important things you learn about the Federation, Romulans, and Spock. It's just and of course you've got the tragedy of the couple that's going to get married, and of course he get like forgetting the crewman's name, but gets killed. But just and Spock saving everyone in the end, and so it's just or saving the crewman who doesn't who thinks he's out to yeah just and there's a lot of tension in this episode too, and of course the two commanders, excuse me, the two commanders, the respect for each other, and another time I could have called you a friend. It just I mean, this would make a great movie. You don't have to extend it out, but this is a movie quality story, special effects, and twists and turns. It's just one of the all-time great episodes.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Sean Carter, for the super chat. I appreciate you, buddy. Just one could say Montalban was excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Sean Carter. You're excellent. Well, there you go. So that's number 6. Now we're in the top 5ers. All right, folks. That's that number 6, of course, is a 10 pluser. My top 5ers have a different kind of a rating. The Doomsday Machine at number 5, rating 11. Please go to 11.
I might like that episode too.
You might like that one a little bit. No. I'd be surprised how many people really hate this episode. Not, of course. I'm just kidding. I just adore it so much. This is absolute perfect Star Trek in every single possible way. What a great performance by William Wyndham, but he is matched every second of it by Leonard Nimoy in this one. It was what a great confrontation between the two of those. It's just beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's just unbelievably good.
Yeah,
and it's just the special effects are great too in the original version. Considering that it's basically a paper mache windsock, and the remaster is great too. This is the only episode I wish they added more scenes or more time to the remaster. But
they could have done a little bit better with it. Yeah. Well, there are a couple other ones that had some problems like that too.
No, but they didn't want to add any time to the episode, which I understand. They just do this. But if you had the better technology, you would have had a few more scenes. But it's still an amazing episode. And I almost got written up in my college dorm because I wouldn't leave the dorm during a fire drill. None of the fire drills are real. Okay, now if the fire drill goes off, yes, if YouTube's listening, yes, you should leave the building if you're in college. But it usually was someone pulling the fire alarm just to see who had to do the walk of shame out of, which co-ed's room. I'm telling the RA, I'm like, I'm not leaving. You couldn't. Doomsday Machine's on. You didn't get to pick what episode was on. He's looking at all the Star Trek posters. He's like, haven't you seen this, a million times? I'm like, and this is 1,000,000+1, and I ain't leaving. You can write me up. He's like, all right, fine, Mark. Yeah, it was. So we called it the Doomsday Disc, but it was he was laughing at me. He's like, you gotta leave, man. This is my job, man. I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna burn up in flames. I'm not leaving. So gotta love this episode.
Indeed. Love it. Great stuff. Well, number 4. The Devil in the Dark, in the details too. This is just again another rating 11. Of course, this is a masterpiece. I mean, in my top 10, really, I think they're all masterpieces. So I'm gonna say, I've just started to abuse the word now. Oh, internet went out. Oh, that was a terrible. Oh, I'm sorry, Jill. Sorry about that, dear.
Stone Knives and Bearskin. Sorry, Joe.
I like the remasters too. So we're talking about the remasters in there. I like them. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I just wish
Devil,
they could have added to it, but I know they weren't supposed to do that. Yeah.
No, you never know. Maybe one day. Devil in the Dark is just pure Star Trek. In every best way you could say that. In every way that matters or means something. Devil in the Dark is that. Is what Star Trek is all about. At its core, for sure. At least one of the most important aspects of Star Trek. And I just never can get enough of it. It's a work of genius. It's truly, because, and the reason why I always say that is because it can make you feel any work of fiction on TV or whatever, especially TV that has certain budget, things like that, can make you feel for a big old carpet thingy that looks ridiculous. I mean, by the way, don't get me wrong, they do a good job making it look good. But they're making you believe that this rock-looking thing, man, you know what it's made out of. They're actually, because of these actors are so terrific, because the script is so good, they make you buy into the fact, or buy into the fiction that this is a real creature, and it just, you don't care what it looks like. You go, well, okay, you accept that a being can look like that, and not only that, a being that is good. That is not. I mean, yes, it's protecting the whole story, but it's protecting its kids and everything. It's just potent and powerful, and it's just. I mean, we know who the real Devil in the Dark is in this case, but it's merely a misunderstanding too. I mean, and the thing is, most science fiction movies or stuff of the time would have just they're being attacked by a monster. They're going to kill the monster. Movie over. TV show over. And it's understandable. They don't know. They have no way of knowing ever. Without Spock there, they would have no way of knowing that was a creature with decency that just wants to live and was not evil.
They would have killed the creature. Yeah, they would have killed the mom protecting the kids. Yeah.
Right. Well, this episode shows that it's about communication, that he has a way to communicate with the being that the humans just don't have. So it's not like the humans are trying. I mean, they just think it's some kind of monster, which and it thinks they're monsters. Spock finds a way to bridge communications between two beings that are so different. They could probably never coexist, and they'll just keep destroying each other. Although humans could just leave, where the Horde can't. So just extraordinary. And you learn something like that when you're a kid or a teenager from something like Star Trek. Because Star Trek is one of the most wonderful things about Star Trek is that it's a great teacher. The new filth and all that crap doesn't teach shit. Well, it does teach shit, but it is shit. This does, Star Trek teaches. And I love it. It's just magnificent entertainment. So, great episode. And I think it's
epitomizes everything that's about Star Trek in that episode. Yep.
Number 3. Also at 11 rating. Amok Time. I know I'm just shocking everybody with the obviousness of this list.
Jim.
Doesn't get much better than this. Doesn't get much better than this. Just again, people have been mentioning lore. It's that the science fiction elements to it, but this is of course pure character stuff. Absolutely magnificent. I've watched it. I mean, I don't know which episode. I know which episode I've watched the most, but this is just right up there with them. It's makes me proud to be a Star Trek fan. It's that great. Written by the great Theodore Sturgeon. So,
brilliance,
sheer brilliance.
And it's probably got the best the line to get into Stan that Spock gives is the best.
Oh God, what a barb!
Best "fu" without saying "fu" in so many words.
Yeah, it's a barb, right? I mean, it's a Spock barb. Yeah,
it's brilliant.
Stan, she is yours. After a time, You may find that having is not so pleasing a thing as wanting. It is not logical, but it is often true.
Yep.
So,
That sums up a lot of things in life too. There's a lot
Yep.
of life lessons in that.
yep, sure is. Oh man, so many great stuff. The fight scene's fun. That music is just irresistible. And again, with one of the great endings in all of Star Trek, Jim. Look at that face. It's just
Yep. I love that moment. Yep.
uh,
Really love it. Yep.
who doesn't? That's one of the great. That's truly right there. It's one of the great episodes of Star Trek. So it's not surprising. That's one of the all-time great moments in Star Trek, and that was when Spock realized he hadn't killed Jim. I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer.
Yep.
Yes, he did. So number two, the city on the edge of forever. The city on the edge forever, folks. No, it's a shocker that this is on this high. No, it's not. Everyone loves it. I mean, let's face it. Just as I talk about this scenario a lot, or not a scenario, this is just hypotheses. If a friend says to you, someone knows you for a long time, says, "What is it with you in this Star Trek show? Star Trek. You must love it that much. Maybe I should watch it." I don't know. So that friend goes home one day and finally is flipping channels. Remember back when people still did that? Now they don't have channels to flip, but it's just say it's the 90s, early 2000s. And they go, Joe or whatever was my friend, always going on about Star Trek. That's that Star Trek show. So let me stop on it and see what's all the fuss is about. Everyone's talking about Star Trek. Okay. If they land on Spock's brain, defend the episode all you want. If they land on Spock's brain, they're going to go, what the hell does he watch this stuff for? And they're probably never going to give it another look in. If they land on the city on the edge of forever, especially at the beginning of it, they might be intrigued. And if they keep, it's probably going to hold their interest. And if they keep watching it, they might watch another episode. They might stick with it. And I'm just saying, this is the antithesis of one of those embarrassing episodes. It's illustrative of what Star Trek can do at its best. I'm glad they cleaned it up from what Harlan Ellison wanted to do. If you ever read his original story, it's not good.
I mean, the bones are there, obviously, to pardon the pun, but
yeah,
but they made the changes they need to put it on TV. I mean, it's different than when you're writing something versus a TV script and things. The show was so new too. They had things that were, violating quote unquote some probably what Gene wanted to have in Star Trek. So, and this is an episode you could probably show to anyone, just to
a normie even.
Yeah, just normie, and just to watch. Like we watched Blink and last night. I decided not to touch grass and watch them with the family. I'm like, why don't you guys watch some, Doctor Who with me, and we got watched Blink and we watched the 11th Hour
nice
last night, just to
What
get some goodness in my sister. They loved it. Yeah, because
I loved them.
They'd started to watch the new, I don't know, again, off track, but they'd started watching new stuff. I'm like, let's watch something really good.
So
Blink,
don't watch that latest episode.
Yeah, they couldn't believe how good Blink. Yeah, don't watch the latest one. All right.
Shit.
But Blink was just so good, just like this City on the Edge of Forever. I'm thinking I'd make them watch City on the Edge of Forever with me, and they'll love. You could know zero about Star Trek and never watch another Star Trek episode, but you probably would love this episode. It's another mini movie. Could have won an Oscar, I think, if it was made into a movie. It's one of those lightning in a bottle. Just the brilliance of the writing, the acting, the directing. it's just sometimes things just come together and become even greater than the sum of their parts, and it's just
Yeah.
all around.
Great stuff.
And the tragedy, the Greek tragedy at the end of this episode. Don't you think I know he knows that,
He knows,
the line,
Doctor.
but he knows.
knows.
He knows.
Yeah, this is a beautiful
Terrific.
episode that it's a tearjerker, but in the good kind of way, and it's just phenomenal. It may be the greatest of them all. Hey, Zathras, but it's my second favorite. This is my favorites, everybody, not mine, obviously. So, all right, are we ready
I know
for
what's coming up.
We're ready for number one. I don't have the song, so I'll just have to. Like Dr. Demento used to play when he would get to the number one of his sixes. It's time for number one. This is it. Here we go. Number one. Bing. All right, Dementos and Dementites. All right. No, to the shock of nobody, my number one all time favorite episode of Star Trek, the original series, is, I don't have a drum roll. Whatever. Mirror. 11 plus rating. I probably watched it more than any other one, maybe or close. Those top three are right up there. But live, breathe this episode. I'm just a big, I guess before they started ruining this kind of crap, I was always a huge sucker for parallel universe stuff. Not the way they do it now in a lot of other comics and all that stuff like that, but the way they did it in this episode. Jerome Bixby's masterpiece of an episode. It's sheer joy and brilliance. I just totally love it so much. I mean, I really do. It's got it all on UHF. And it's just, I don't know.
What else can you say, right?
Yeah, it's just got everything.
You should go on for an hour about this one.
Yeah, it would take too long to talk about it. I have to look at this whole show on it and stuff. What I will do, however, is ask you all. I think that you all wrote, any of you who all had to write if you made your top 10 or top 5, you should write yours too, by the way.
Yeah, well, I'll show my spreadsheet. It'll take 2 minutes. I'll just one at a time.
Okay.
Faster than me typing.
Do we do that now or do it after I do theirs?
Well, why don't I do mine, I guess, right? Yeah, why don't I show mine?
Okay.
Yep. It'll be quick, yep. We already talked about them all, and they're almost all the same ones anyway. So
I have every episode here. So
yep. So I'll just show my order here. Let me go.
Hang on.
Yep. So let me share my screen here.
We have Mark's episodes, and then we're going to read everybody else's because he's Mr. Spreadsheet.
Mr. Spreadsheet, yeah, because I would forget what my top 10 is, but I mean, it really doesn't. Like you said, it could just it can go in any order here. So let me hide these. Just so hide that. All right, so we've got the I didn't rate the cage is 0. I didn't decide where to put the cage because it's not really is it an episode? Does it count?
Oh, you ranked them?
But
you're gonna
So my number, my top 10. Yeah, so my number 1. I'll just go 1 through 10. I'll go in order. Galileo 7, City on the Edge of Forever, Devil in the Dark, Doomsday Machine, Corbinite Maneuver, Trouble with Tribbles, Amok Time, Mirror, Where No Man Has Gone Before, and the Menagerie. I guess that counts as 1, and then Arena. I'll give me a.
I tried to get them all fast, but you went too fast.
Oh, you're so. We talked about them, but
we talked.
Yeah, I didn't want to take too much
pictorial,
time.
but I'd go way back to. I have a couple left. That's cool.
No, but it's just and like we keep saying, it's just any of these like Arena and Gallows 7 or Doomsday Machine. It's just what could you? Yeah, you could flip a coin and they're all close. That they're all that good. They're it's like we joke about Star Trek Voyager. What was the last season had 3 good episodes, so it's not like there's any great problems in terms of picking your top 3 there. But when you've got, I would say 50 of these episodes are some of the top TV ever made or sci-fi TV that I love. So how do you even rate those top 50? I think what did I have at number? I had some of your episodes in the 50s. I think I had a mock time. What did I have down in the 50s? But
Mock time?
naked time, naked time. Excuse me, naked time.
Oh, naked.
And I had that 54, and you had that. Was your
Oh,
top?
my top 10. I still love that episode.
Yeah, but I still love the episode. So like any of these top 50,
No, I got you.
I really, really love. So God, we're so spoiled with how good this
It's so
how
good.
good this series is. Yeah.
I stopped bitching when we get out a lot of the 50s into like the 50s and the 40s. Not so much.
Yeah.
Like I give them a lower rating sometimes, but I still like a lot of them.
Still like them. Yeah.
So well,
yeah, and any of these I would just throw on the TV and watch through and be I always say when it was random on TV when you didn't know what you're getting, and any one of these episodes came up, you're like, yes, I can't wait to watch this. I can't wait to watch Arena.
Nice.
So yep.
Well, let's go ahead and read because we've been here a while, so let's go ahead and let our friends give you their episodes. Now, RRT and Zed, he had a super chat earlier. RR, if you're still here, he said, "Hello, Sir Clobberin, got to work, so just dropping off a few minutes. Here's my top 5. 5 Assignment Earth, 4 Doomsday Machine, 3 Trouble with Tribbles, 2 Mirror, 1 Amok Time. Live long, and yes, and he wanted to add another one. Thank you, but he added to his 10 as well. That's right. Can I have 10 Bread and Circuses, 9 Arena, 8 Who Mourns for Adonis, 7 Space Seed, 6 Balance of Terra, and in my top 5 to make. Yep, there's your 10 there, buddy. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. JT Kirk also sent a super chat with his. He says, thank you, buddy. He says, Kirak top. He's doing the Blake rating system, I guess. He's doing 7.
Yep.
Terra tops. Okay. Tops Blake. So I got you. The ultimate 7, the ultimate computer. 6, Paradise Syndrome. Miramani. 5, the Doomsday Machine. 4, the Changeling. 3, Balance of Terra. 2, Arena. 1, Space Seed. There you go. Our buddy Raymond Feliciano with King Dolphin TV. What he says? I guess 10, Private Little War. 9, the Ultimate Computer. 8, the Tholian Web. 7, City on the Edge of Forever. 6, Mirror. 5, Court Martial. 4, the Doomsday Machine. 3, Tomorrow is Yesterday. 2, Trouble with Tribbles, and 1, Balance of Terra. 1 and 2 can interchange at any time. Gotcha. Thank you, Raymond. Please go to King Dolphin TV. You'll probably got the link in there. There's a link in my description below. John Carter said, I'll just say this. My number 1 is the Cobra Mite maneuver. Nice choice. Love it. Neon Knight says Balance, number 1. So Balance of Terra, I'm assuming. Thank you. Princess Fiona says, in order, Balance of Terra, Where No Man Has Gone Before, Amok Time, Sit on the Edge of Forever, and Mira. There you go. Love you, Fiona. Thank you. She had another one. 5 to 10, no particular order. Devil in the Dark, Doomsday Machine, Tribbles, Requiem, Immunity Syndrome, Cage, Menage. Gotcha. Love it. Love you, Fiona. You rock. Thank you so much. Our communications officer, the wonderful Anti-Derivative Jill says 10 on down. Here we go. 10, The Trouble with Tribbles. 9, Arena. 8, Mirror. 7, The City on the Edge of Forever. 6, The Ultimate Computer. Hello, computer. 5, Amok Time. 4, Balance of Terra. 3, This Side of Paradise. 2, The Galileo 7. 1, The Devil in the Dark. Love it. Great list as always. Thank you so much, Jill. That's excellent. Excellent.
Can't argue with that.
Fiona did another one here. In order. Balance of Terror. 1 minute has gone before. About Time. Sit on the Edge Forever. Mirror. 5 through 10. No particular
Was
order.
that duplicate?
She had made it different because it says.
Oh, different. Okay, yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's 11. Yes, that's 11. I'm assuming. My attorneys will be in touch with you to sue you for your chat. Thank you, Fiona. Pleasant Valley Picker says top 10. 1, Mira Mira. 2, Amok Time. 3, Doomsday Machine. 4, Sitting the Edge Forever. 5, Balance of Terror. 6, Space Seed. 7, Arena. 8, Arena. Sorry. 9, Obsession. 10, Shore Leave. Spectre. Oh no! Wait a minute. I got them backwards. Or did I? I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna go run it back to make a because you got a number.
Mirror Mirror's 1. Yeah.
Yeah, but
2, Amok Time.
right,
3,
10, Spectre the Gun. 9, Shore Leave. 8, Obsession. 7, Arena. 6, Space Seed. 5, Balance of Terra. 4, Synergy Forever. 3, Doomsday Machine. 2, Amok Time. 1, Mirror Mirror. We shared the same favorite episode, sir. Thank you so much. Rob Altus says top 5. Trouble top 5. Let's see. Trouble with Tribbles. At 5, Trouble with Tribbles. 4, The Ultimate Computer. 3, Balance of Terror. 2, Mirror Mirror. 1, The Doomsday Machine. But 4th and 5th have changed over the years. Yeah, that happens to me all the time, Rob. Thank you, Rob, buddy. Good to see you. Neon Knight says, actually, Mirror Mirror number 2 and City at 3. Excellent. Thank you so much. RR said, Amok Time is my all-time favorite. You can watch it and then know all you need to know about Star Trek. Truishness. Love it. Rob Altus says, I'll always rate Doomsday Machine and Mirror Mirror 1 and 2. The rest can change, but yes, at least 50. There you go. I appreciate that. Can someone loan me about 350 Quatloos? Do I get a date? Do I get a date with Shauna in that with that silver outfit of hers? With her green,
right.
She had green hair, but she was still a hottie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Fiona said she had an outfit like that. That's pretty cool.
And thank you for all the nice comments about the spreadsheet. I'm glad everyone likes the spreadsheets. Yeah, spreadsheets with pictures. Yeah.
Pleasant said, "Thank you, Clobby. Please ignore my repost." Oh, I'm not sure what the repost is, dude. But
maybe I didn't tag the repost. I tried to do my best Raquel impersonation on not missing any reviews. So hopefully I didn't miss any reviews. Let us know if I missed any. Yeah.
A reposting sent earlier. We read in reverse order. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got it. We got you done.
All good. Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. So, well, everybody, I tell you what, it's not. I know it's not as fun as reviewing Voyager for you, and it's nowhere near as fun not having number 1 here. But I tell you what, I have a lot of fun.
That's for sure.
Let me tell you something. It is sheer joy talking original Star Trek for me. And I thought this would be a way for us to do it with, talking about the episodes. I thought this would be a fun way to do it, to get a little bit of conversation about every episode, really.
Yeah.
So I thought that would be fun. Thank you, Rob Altus. I appreciate that. So I hope you had a good time. I really did. And it's back to the drudgery of Voyager. Oh, well, Space Seed and Arena knocked Requiem and Immunity off my top 10. There you go. But I love those too. It's such a great show. So this show really, well, thank you, PBP. I appreciate that. This show really brings people together. It's so good and so wonderful. And I'm sorry I started so late, everybody. By the way, those stupid, those crappy cards that you saw I made, I've been making them all week, and I got help. I mean, I thought I was gonna be able to finish in time. We had some bad weather with some problems as well, and and it took me I barely got them done. That's why they look crappy anyway, but they look even worse as the time went on. I did them in order, worst to first, and so they look like shite, but I had fun making them nonetheless. But I've been making them all week. when I got the word when I found out I was be doing this, it was like Monday or Tuesday. So I've been doing them all week, trying to get as many as I can, and just didn't time it right. So yeah, Princess. Well, look at it this way. As for going back to Voyager, they're only like 5 more weeks, maybe.
Yeah, we're pretty close to the end of Voyager. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shows left for Voyager.
Yeah.
Going, yeah. So 4, yeah. So if you do 4 a week,
Yeah.
there's a couple of double episodes there. So depending on if you do, but yeah, roughly 5 or 6 weeks, however it falls. Yep.
Good night, Max. And good night, Sandra and Raymond. Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Really enjoyed it.
So July, but that'll be July 4th weekend. So I don't know if you're going to do a show that weekend or if we end that weekend.
Huh.
So
thank you.
It's a holiday weekend. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Lisa. That's very kind of you to say. I'm not that good at it. My phone started screwing around with me. But
Hey, Erica, how's it going?
Eric, what's up, bro? It says Clobberin, don't forget about doing this type of stream with the Twilight Zone, please. I would like to do it. I love Twilight Zone. It's been a while since I've watched it. I've done this with Blake 7, and now I've done it with Star Trek, the original series. I might do one where I do it with the animated series and the movies of the original crew, of course. One day. I like, we're still committing to reviewing Trek. So once we muddle through Voyager, which is only a few more weeks, what did we say? 5, 6 weeks?
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But week 5 happens to be July 4th weekend. So I don't know if you want to do a show a review show that weekend, but I think I'm going to be out of town that weekend.
We'll see. Yeah,
not that it matters what I'm doing, but
we'll see. The point is, we'll be on Enterprise pretty soon, and I'm looking forward to that at least.
Yeah.
Look, but hey, I guess we're just not a big Voyager crowd here because there are a lot of people that love Voyager. Joe Dog,
that's some good Voyager.
Good night, Joe Dog. But the thing is, TS is supposed to be canon. Says, well, Neon Knight, there's dispute on that. Roddenberry said only 1 episode was canon the yesteryear, but we reviewed it here anyway, and I love it, and it should be canon, I think. But
and it fits in with Star Trek. There's nothing that really doesn't scream like this isn't Star Trek, right? When you watch it.
Overdosed on Voyager.
Poor Lisa. Shout out to Lisa. Hope you're feeling better, Lisa.
I hear you there. Hope you feel better, Lisa. But yeah, we're gonna get through this Voyager, dang it. But this was a nice reprieve, except the thing is I missed number 1. But I hate that she couldn't be here to enjoy it, but she's definitely doing great, of course. But yeah, I mean, hopefully it won't be too painful the rest of the week. Voyager is a Star Trek veneer. There's very little substance to it. Said anything better drop there, boy. That's true. Yeah, you just can't touch the original. Look, we all know.
Yeah.
That there are people who prefer some of the other iterations. There are people who love. There are people who won't even watch the original series. What's really just I can't relate to it. And there are people even more if you have watched it and you like one of the other ones better. I can't relate to it. It's fine. I mean, I don't despise. No hate from me. I mean, we're joking around a little bit, but no real scorn. But I don't get it. But you were not put on this world to get, Mr. Batten. So, what you gonna do? Yeah, anyway, we're gonna start moseying out of here, folks. Some show noties and shout outies. And what you got going on to talk about there, Marco?
Well, I was at a car show today, so I have a bunch of videos on the car show and a lot more to file because I got some good videos.
Yeah.
Yep, and of course we will have so maybe we'll show some car show pictures tomorrow. Cars are geeky and nerdy, and George Barris Custom actually won the car show today. So if
Wow.
you check out my channel, I got some
Nice.
shorts, but I got a lot of good. I think I got a lot of fun videos to show. So look out for those coming. And of course, we'll be back with Sunday Night Geekery. We will not be talking about the Rangers since they lost. Boo. And despite having the best record in the NHL this year, that was a good team. But
They get knocked out.
They got knocked out tonight.
Eliminated?
Yeah, that was
Sorry.
late. Eliminated. Yeah. Eliminated. Yep. So we'll be doing some cars tomorrow night. We're doing some good food.
Put your link in.
Let me put the link in. Yep.
Everyone, what he's talking, for those who may not know, thank you all for lurking, or anyone who does not know or is new here. It is Sunday Night Geekery. End your weekend geek, as we do 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the great Mark D with the C's channel. If you have not subscribed, please do. He's putting the link in the chat. I join him there as his sidekick every Sunday night. We talk about open geekness. We talk about different stuff. I might even review the latest new Doctor Who episode just to make him sick. Just kidding.
Oh, now I got to watch it now?
Holy crap. Don't watch that.
I'll watch Blink again, maybe.
Oh, my God. It's just wowzer.
Wowzer.
I mean, I'm so glad we talked about original Star Trek tonight, because, man, after I watched that stupid episode of the new Doctor, I mean, I'm fascinated how bad this thing is. I can't believe. Never mind.
Stay to the good stuff.
Oh,
Man.
All
right. Okay. Yeah. Ouchies.
Yes, it's Jesus. It's so. Anyway, I'll tell you about it.
Tell me about it after. Yeah.
Yeah, Mars, Monkey Max, good to see you. I watched it. I never said I was smart. You never once heard me say I was smart. In fact, you always hear me say I'm stupid. Maybe you'll start believing me when I tell you I keep watching that Doctor Who crap. And I want you to believe me that I'm an idiot, because at least it gives me an excuse to watch that crap. And I don't want to, but I watch it because I'm a Doctor Who. I mean, I want to know what's going on so I can trash it, I guess. I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, I do, but I can't tell you what's wrong with me because it's too embarrassing. But anyway. So, anyway. I'm a moron. No, Jill, trust me. I am real in action. I have a very low IQ. I have an IQ of like 17 or something like that. I promise. But I'm working on it. It used to be like 13. So it's just, but anytime I watch the new Doctor Who, it goes down even more. So anyway. So join us at the Geekery.
Thank you. I hope to see everyone on Sunday night. Yep. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'll be there. And then, of course, the great J-Man's channel. I'll be over there, my buddy J-Man's channel on Mondays, like we are every 3 Mondays out of the month. Continue our reviews of every in chronological order, I should say, every appearance of the Silver and Bronze Age Legion of Superheroes, 1958 through 1989, with Sean, and we're having a great time doing that. We're going to be doing it for quite some time. And then, of course, it'll be Monday night Mark C. Comics Talk, everybody. 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're a comics fan and you have not joined me for one of those, it'll this one be open comics talk. I'm open geekness, and we'll just talk to just what's going on. I mean, not going on in the new comic, because the new comics are filth. We'll talk about old stuff like I like to do. Might even review an old comic. Who knows? And then, of course, I'm on Midnight's Edge After Dark Tuesdays and Thursday nights, 6 p.m. Central, with the great Tom Connors. By the way, happy birthday, Tom Connors. We had a birthday stream today. And Wild Card Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Of course. Doing that. And then the Clubhouse. Thursday nights, Clobby's Clubhouse with number 1 and the great Chief Engineer Mark reviewing a Blake 7 episode, a Kolchak the Night Stalker episode, a Star Trek comic, and so on. And on Fridays, on J-Man's channel, again on Friday nights, Fantastic Fridays, reviewing Jack Kirby's run on the world's greatest comic magazine, Fantastic Four 102, and the annuals 1 through 6, Friday nights, 7 Central. J-Man and Sean on J-Man's channel. We all get together and have a great time reviewing 4 issues of that. And of course, Saturday Night Star Trek back here next week, where we will have a review of I believe 4 more episodes of
Yeah.
Star Trek Voyager. So until then, let me give our shout outs, shall we? Of course, shout outs to our great wrenches, the great Eric K, Chris Persia, D Bud Martin, Lord Thoth, J Man, Max Redstone, Phantom Outsider, Larry, Quagnar, Kira, JT Kirk, Matty Steady, Cal L. And let's see. I didn't write any, I had no time to write names down, so I'm just gonna wing it. Pleasant Valley Picker, good night. Thanks for being here. Lisa, great to see you. Thanks for being here, Lisa. Our wonderful Princess Fiona. Will we be worse? Which will be worse, the Acolyte or Dr. Pooh? I don't think even the Acolyte can be as bad as this.
Wow.
I don't know if I'm gonna. Did it come out already?
It's coming out beginning of June. So June 4th,
that's
I think
today.
it comes out.
Oh, this week. Okay.
Yeah, no.
I would almost lay money that it won't be as bad as Dr. Pooh, but that's not saying anything, is it? So
June 4th. June 4th, yep.
Mars Monkey Max, thanks for being here, buddy. Touring Machine.
I can't believe Anakin Skywalker blew up the Death Star too. God.
Yeah, that was my favorite part when he blew up. When was it? Darth Maul was shooting at him, and then Lando Calrissian shot at Darth Maul and said, "You're all clear, kid." That was great.
Very sad.
Love that stuff. Neon Knight, thank you for being here, Professor R2. Good night, buddy. Zathras. Zathras was her. Let's see. Enigmatic Drop Bear. Take care, my friend. Thank you for being here. Sean Gutter from Mars. The wonderful Princess Fiona. Thanks for being here, my dear. You're the best. You rock. Our amazing Jill. Anti-derivative Jill. Love you, Jill. Thank you so much for being here. It was good to see you back, Tyrell72. Don't be a stranger if you can help it. Wow, I'm glad to see you visit, and I hope you're doing well. And I'll tell Raquel that we saw you. Raymond and Sandra Feliciano, thank you so much for being here tonight. I think they already ran out, but I was thanking them anyway. And Rob Aldis, buddy. All right. Let's see who else. Davina Duckworth, thank you for being here with us tonight. Appreciate you. RRT and Z, thank you so much, RR. Appreciate all you do. Thank you so much for the super chats, buddy. And thank you, Sean Carter, as well. And for the membership thing and all that stuff. Appreciate you so much. Bro Goof, my old hometown. Perfect Johnny, thank you for being here. John Platt, thank you for being here with us tonight, my friend. Classic Comics, yo. All right, buddy. All right. A lot of the same ones. Take a while to get through, but that's the way it works. I believe my buddy Cinema Gulp was here earlier. DJ Play Dice popped in earlier. Lemon Pie. Philip Story, the Woke Breaker. All right. And let's see. Let's see. Let's make sure. Okay, I don't have really access to all that, but JT Kirk, thank you, buddy, for that super chat. Appreciate you. All right. I want to thank everybody who joined us today. I think that's about all I can find on the scroll thingy. But anyone else who did, if I missed you, I apologize. Thank you all out there who's lurking. I really appreciate my lurkers, and thank you for watching on a download or a rewatch. It is much appreciated, my friends. And I will hope to see you back here. Well, I hope you see it. I hope you see it at the Geekery. I hope you all join us at the Geekery tomorrow night.
Thank you. Yeah.
On Mark's channel. And I hope to see you back here Monday night. So thank you so much. And everyone, have a fantastic weekend, a remainder of your weekend. Narada Max Amanda Bear was here too. Sorry about that. I'm trying not to miss anybody, but this thing goes on forever here. And good to see you, Narat, though. And I think Dadman popped in earlier. Dadman, the Dadman clan popped in. So Neon Knight was here. I already said Neon Knight, I think. But anyway, Neon Knight, I appreciate you. And It's probably FKH was here too. Tim was here. That's right. So, yeah, that's probably. I hope I didn't miss anybody, but that goes quite back. Go back quite a way. We've been on quite a while tonight. So, all right. Thank you all for being here with us, and we're gonna let you go now. Have a fantastic night and clobber on, clobberers.
The word is given. Groovy.
You have to set an example even in the face of stupidity. Now, everybody that reads comic books knows that Kirby's Silver Surfer is the only true Silver Surfer.
I just love clobbering time.